Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch presents Bloody Be the Turnips.
I'm still squeezing them. I'm still squeezing the turnips.
We've officially reached double digits in Bloody Be the Turnips. It's our 10th episode.
Oh, I forgot.
Double D's.
Which is very exciting. We just wrapped up clean the Deshiparim case. We're putting that behind us.
The DP case.
And a new case has been picked out, ready to go. But there's a little time to kill around Valo Caldera before we get into that, so we'll get into that as well. But let's do some of the good stuff, some of the shout outs before we campaign it up.
Twitch.tv/tabletopnotch, 7 p.m. Eastern. You thought I was going to come up with a new acronym, and I didn't. It was too soon.
You're right. Let the last one linger a bit longer.
You've joined us. Thank you for doing that. There's other ways to hang out. Not live. We prefer live. But if you want to join us on Tuesday, you can listen to a podcast. If you want to join us on Friday, you can watch a youtube.com/tabletopnotch podcast. You could get EA early access to that VOD if you support us on a couple of different places.
Easy access.
And all of those places are probably in the link tree.
Yeah, we still have one of those.
Yeah.
Or our website.
Or the website, tabletopnotch.net.
Net.
Climb our link tree.
Climb
Did
our
I tell
link
you
tree
guys
and
somebody
get
tried
caught
to
up in
sell
our
tabletopnotch.com to me recently after I tried to bid for it?
Recently?
Yeah, those motherfuckers.
That's pretty crazy.
They're just like,
For
I
how
just have
much?
this donut. I didn't even reach out.
I'll pay them.
I put bids in,
this
and they
much.
ignored me. And then I had to take.
I don't think it was malicious. I think 4 months later they woke up and they're like, yeah, I'll sell it to you.
I mean, was it a
Moments.
modest? Are they asking for
They
a
didn't.
bid?
They didn't include a price.
They were just like, you up? You want it?
Yeah, you up? That
said
was
you
only like a
wanted-
couple weeks ago.
Sending to my ex.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
No, I'm done.
Oh,
I mean, speaking of sliding into your DMs and trying to get you to buy a website back, that's something that you, as you're looking through your website, looking at your DMs, I'm getting there, then you will come and find a video on social media posted by Tabletop Notch. Like and follow and share on all social media platforms. It helps us get the word out about this silly little show. Jordan did a real banger. People really like Matt's puzzle.
yeah.
It's doing pretty well.
Yeah, and we learned about the internet meme loss, which I
Wait, yes,
Yes,
I didn't
knew,
understand
I
it
knew
at
about
all.
that.
Oh my God,
but,
somebody had to-
There's
somebody had
some
to write it
deep
out for me.
lore.
Yeah.
There's some very deep lore.
It's not very complicated.
Is it
though.
like getting
It's just-
riddled? Like what is
Well, there's some deep
No.
lore regarding the author of that web comic.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not
Someone will
worth
have to
looking into.
explain it to me
It's
later.
really not.
Go
Because
to
I was
Hobby
like-
Drama, the subreddit. There's
Yes,
a whole
there you
write-up
go.
about it.
Oh, it's on Hobby.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, no.
There you go.
Can someone put it in the episode discussion
I was gonna
on
say-
I'm not sure it's worth it.
Discord.
Oh,
Yes,
I was like,
please.
oh yeah, keep going. Oh, you're pointing at me. You can go to Discord to post about that and teach us about this loss thing. And yeah, it's just a good place. Speaking of places to hang out with us, it's a great place to hang out with us.
Talk about your
Discord.gg.
wins, not just your losses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. That's discord.gg/tabletopnotch.
.net.
No, not that one. Yeah, great place to hang out with the community, with us, talk about the episode discussions. It's just a fantastic place. Go ahead.
Hey, you guys. We're
don't
going
like
to
your
a
girlfriend.
campus. We're going to a university campus probably in this episode. I want a freaking sweatshirt. And if I'm gonna get that sweatshirt if everybody shows some love for the merch, and then Jordan has to make one. So go and buy some stuff and drop it in the disky that you want a University of the Great Light merch sweatshirt, maybe some booty shorts, maybe
what's
a
their
matching
mascot?
Not a good
sweatshirt.
start that you had to check for it.
We haven't been there yet. We haven't
even
I was like,
been
wait, is
We
this a
haven't
spoiler?
enrolled.
Anyway, I want one, so.
All right. I'm taking the hint.
I like the
I'm
question
picking
about
up
the
on
mascot.
subtle. Yeah, what
would be
mascot
behind,
would...
like,
It can't be an
UGL,
owl
what's
bear, it's
behind
too
it or something?
easy. It's gotta be something like,
It's gotta be something
that's so
celestial
cute.
or something.
yeah, it's gotta be
University
something
Great
like,
light.
kind of fucked up.
Like
angelic.
Like an
a
Asimar,
horrifying
maybe me.
Cthulhu monster.
Maybe it's
like a baby Cthulhu, like a cute Cthulhu kind of thing.
Oh, that's cute.
a cute Fulu.
Cute Cthulhu.
Oh, that is
Cute.
Right.
You wanted to make a
His name is
Yeah,
Luca.
but we already have a lot of
Luca.
cute owlbear
Yeah.
merch. It's fine.
I know.
Oh, yeah, like that. It's so cute.
Are they running in the right direction?
Yes.
Good job. You're doing good.
Notch and Soda happened kind of recently, I guess. We're gonna be doing some more, like,
guess.
I guess, some more drops and stuff on Patreon.
Those are coming.
Thanks for folks that filled out the poll about doing like 30-minute episodes of each case once they've concluded.
Yeah, we may put together.
We're cooking on it. We've got some ideas in the works, so maybe we'll be posting something like that kind
like
of soonish.
summaries?
Yeah, or like almost like a procedural, like a CSI, like 30-minute sort of like condensed case kind of thing.
That's fun.
Yeah, we're figuring it
You
out.
should probably just go on the free Patreon because that's for the best place to go to for things.
Get notified about
Yeah,
new
it
stuff
should,
being dropped.
yeah. Maybe we'll start a newsletter. I don't know. The sky's the limit. Join Patreon. It's free. But yeah, thank you to everybody who's been so supportive and wonderful on screen and off. You guys rock. I have nothing else to share.
That's good. That's all the good shares. Now for the bad.
Now for the bad.
Oh no!
Bad news.
Yeah. Hit him with the good news first, then hit him with the bad news.
fired, aren't
Bad news.
This is Anthony's last week with us.
Don't even joke.
The bad news is we say goodbye to wonderful characters such as Old Man Hole. And,
Oh man, oh.
I miss it more.
We didn't get to say
but yeah,
goodbye.
we're gonna thank some people. We'll do a little recap. We'll hype up the intro, and then we'll go back to Vala Caldera and poke around a little bit before we get started on the new case. So.
Oh, and there should be a new bingo board linked in the chat.
Oh.
Yahoo. Have fun.
Hope you
People
get a
got
good
close.
one.
I think somebody won. I can't remember who. Sorry.
Somebody won.
Yeah, somebody won a bingo last week, I think.
They won $10,000.
Wow, we'll get that right to you. Just give me a 1 minute.
$10,000 if you spend 100,000 in bits in our chat.
Alan Ferg gave out 10 community subs. Thank you so very much. Beard Acknowledge, resubscribe. Nice McGross, resubscribe. Golden Dagger, 510 bits. Mojo Man, resubscribe. Deirdre, resubscribe. Thank you so much, Deirdre. Lord Lost, our wonderful mod, resubscribe. Safe, resubscribe. Long Tall, resubscribe. Long Tall did a bit. Only Joshing, but not always, resubscribed. Hartman, resubscribed. And Tony Toots, resubscribed. Thank you all
So.
very, very much.
This says sub for enchanted big boy boxers, so I'm gonna be doing that. There's
I
some
thought that was
emote.
someone's name.
No,
that's
I think it's an
You
emote.
can't-
Oh, you can get
Enchanted
big
big
boy
boy
boxers?
boxers.
Big boy.
Damn, I gotta get on that.
How do I do it?
What does that mean?
How do I do it? I want them.
Oh, you got scammed.
Oh,
Yep,
and
sub for
your bank
nothing, you
account's
get no
free.
boxers.
You subbed
only
for
get-
nothing.
You get small
I have to
girl.
gift a sub or something.
Oh.
And so you should give subs so you can get big boy boxers.
Boy boxes.
Wow.
Wear those boxers proud, like Camp on Awana, the boxers up on the flag. That's a dated reference. All right, let's do the thing, and then we will
Make
get
me wanna
into
fart.
yeah. You make me want to. We'll get into chapter 10 of Bloody Be the Turnips. Here we go.
Okay.
Previously on Bloody Be the Turnips. Along with the glowing stones, there's a faint, vaguely familiar spectral figure drifting throughout the grove.
There's whispering through these gates.
I must run through.
Why not? Try it.
You leave your physical body behind in an unconscious state.
19 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Roll for damage.
11.
11's gonna do it.
Foley, we found Deshi's body.
Glad to hear it. You look out the windows of the carriage and you see 6, then 12, then 20 people emerge from between the trees wearing military fatigues.
Oh my god.
That's +1 for the OEI.
A directive from the Deputy Ops. He felt that it would be good optics for the IMP to focus their efforts on a Miss-Per that has a slightly better chance of being found alive.
She's dead. Definitely dead.
Vander.
Possibly alive.
I didn't know.
Possibly
We
alive.
take Benedict.
I'm
That we
interested
were already
in
gonna do that
Salazar.
one.
Deshi Pareem definitely dead.
Oh, poor thing.
Benedict Ellison.
Secured in various containers that was sealed with an arcane lock, including damaged tiara, a jar of dirt, leather fingerless gloves, a prosthetic hand, prosthetic leg, a spool of copper wire, and a healer's kit.
Well, this has sealed the deal for me. I'm going with Benedict.
Brand new case for the IMP. Their second. Benedict Ellison, 42, human. Blonde hair, blue eyes, slight of build with a sharp chin, and wears several rings on his left hand. A respected professor of abjurations at the University of the Great Light in Brightacres. Known to some as a bit of an eccentric, but dedicated to his craft in a way that made his disappearance worthy of suspicion. After a successful debut, you've set your sights on a target with perhaps a better chance of being alive. But that might be wishful thinking. Before solidifying travel plans to the island of Volent Norsu, you take the rest of the day to decompress from the prior investigation. It's common practice at the OEI when you need to let the details of a case move further from the forefront of your mind after being so immersed in all the people, the places, and the things. Additionally, as she's not currently in the city, it gives you time for a chain of short sendings. You to Wiley, Wiley to Ellison, and then Wiley back to you, just to confirm Miss Per's status is still NSF, non-responsive, spell failure. You and the IMP have been discouraged from interviewing the agents that came before you on a given case, so that you can look at the facts with fresh eyes. But a simple inquiry to preserve your magical reserves is a reasonable request, as long as Detective Wiley isn't in a place where she needs every bit of energy she can spare. With that, you can arrange to take the dive line early tomorrow morning and arrive in Brightacres at full strength with plenty of day to spare. And you indeed are able to reach out to Wiley and confirm what you already know. They found him.
God damn it.
Oh,
We get credit for that one. Nobody thought to check. Over in the city's West Wall residential district, Min walks down a street that she knows well but hasn't come down in months. In her hand, she carries a folded letter, and she stops as she looks up at a 2-story house across the street with a high-peaked roof and a balcony above where 2 wooden rocking chairs are set out. You pause for a moment, and then you turn and continue to a few houses down to a much smaller dwelling, where inside you can see a bespectacled gnomish woman in her 50s sorting through some papers. Renee Peck is your crotchety but mostly harmless former landlady. And you wouldn't say you miss her exactly, but you miss what she represents, which is this house that you rented from her. The first residence since moving to Valo Caldera that you really liked, a place that finally felt like a home. Renee takes off her glasses to fog them and wipe them clean with her shirt, and as she does, she sort of squints and tries to catch sight of you sort of outside in the street through the window, and she motions you inside.
Oh. Well, look what the cat dragged in. I hope you're not here to ask about a place to let, because I'm fresh out. My places are nice and well maintained. People tend to stay for a good long while.
Good to see you. I just have a letter I want to drop off.
A letter from me?
No. For your current renter.
You could just go drop off the letter yourself.
I don't want to. I'd rather not see her. She'd probably rather not see me.
Okay.
Thanks, Renee.
I'll keep it for you. Hand it off when she comes to make a payment for the month. But you ought to learn to face your fears. Smother your shame. Something everyone has to learn in time. I refused to travel to Ahaltsu for 16 years for fear of running into old Montgomery. 16 years away from the second biggest island in the archipelago. And when I finally went, you know what I found?
I don't.
He'd been dead for 6. There's a lesson in there somewhere. I haven't quite figured out the full particulars of. Keep your head up, honey. Never let him see you sweat.
Thanks, Renee. Keep after yourself. And I'll drift back out.
You walk for a little while, and back at your considerably more modest apartment, which is just east of the market district, it takes you about 10-15 minutes to walk to. You close the door behind and you look around at the many bags here that have yet to been unpacked. And you're only standing in there for what you think is a short while before you hear at the door. And after hearing that, these 3 quick knocks, it's not aggressive, but persistent. And you weren't expecting anyone, and you've only recently moved into your new place, so the list of potential suitors is rather short. A neighbor, perhaps, or somebody looking for something, and you wait to see if perhaps they move on. Maybe they were at the wrong place or they're expecting someone else, but then there it is again a couple moments later. 3 quick knocks, and another pause.
Hello?
And there's kind of a little moment.
This is Agent Estraza from the OEI. Do you have a moment to speak, Agent Lethelenel?
Pretty good pronunciation. And she'll come and open the door.
You open the door and you see an elven woman with kind of sandy brown hair pushed back into a tight bun. It's not somebody that you recognize, but she has a generally very official appearance, and she carries with her what looks like kind of a leather-bound folder or planner that's tucked under her arm, a document of some kind. And you're not entirely sure why, but something about her presence, even before she opens her mouth to explain her intentions, kind of makes your stress level rise. Her eyes kind of always watching. It's the moment that she kind of steps through the threshold of the door, she's looking around the room. She kind of clocks the bags and things around.
I've only just gotten back from my case. Can I help with something?
Yes, this is a very pleasant spot. Looks like you're still in the process of getting settled in.
Oh, yes, I haven't unpacked everything. I only just moved in. I like it so far.
I'm with Sifu. That's CIFU, Critical Incidents Follow-Up. A subsection of Internal Affairs at the OEI.
Would you like some tea?
I would not, but thank you. I apologize for the unannounced visit, but that's actually by design.
And she takes a little kind of notebook out of her little leather bound and sort of has it out.
Please have a seat, Agent Estrada.
Estraza, thank you.
Estraza.
After reinstating an agent following a prolonged medical leave of absence, it's our job to make sure that everything goes smoothly in your return to active duty.
Yeah.
I have been assigned to you, and I may stop in from time to time.
Great.
And she kind of takes these long pauses between a lot of the things that she says. Sometimes she looks at you, sometimes she'll look around, sometimes she looks out the window to sort of see where you are here in the city.
I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea.
Please
if
do.
That's all right.
You mentioned you just got back from your first case. How did that go?
We ended up finding the body of the Misper. Obviously not the best circumstances, but at least her family knows what happened. So a success, technically.
I'm very pleased to hear that, but I actually meant, how did it go for you?
Great. My new team is great.
Did you feel comfortable in your investigative role? Did it feel normal, like you remembered all of your training, or were there aspects that were unexpectedly difficult?
No, I think it was all normal.
That's a couple things down, I don't know.
Did somebody say it wasn't normal?
No. Or if they did, I didn't speak with them. I'm assigned to you.
Cool.
I know that it's unusual for the OEI to send investigative teams of 4, 5, 6 people. How did you feel being a part of a larger company than maybe you're used to?
You know, I think it was actually sort of nice. You had people with a lot of different backgrounds, and so we could split off to different tasks. We had to fight some scary ghosts there, and it was helpful to have people who, there was a cleric. You don't always get that.
It's true.
Very helpful.
Did you know that you would be encountering dangers of this kind?
Oh, I always am somewhat prepared for ghosts, but, no, not specifically.
And how are you finding the new team beyond their investigative skills? I know that it's no secret that some of your fellow agents have been subjected to recent disciplinary efforts. But that isn't the case with you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're fitting in?
Yeah. They're all really focused on trying to get back out of the IMP. So, I think everyone's on their best behavior.
Viewing it as more of a temporary position, you mean?
They are.
But not you.
Oh, people get moved around, right?
Sometimes. Sometimes not.
Sometimes not, yeah.
If they find a place where they fit.
Totally.
Do you feel like they see you as an outsider of sorts? Someone with whom they don't have a shared experience?
Gosh, I haven't really thought about it.
There's been a lot going on.
I came in late and stuff, so maybe, yeah. That water must be boiled for the tea.
Yeah, please. Just take a moment to write, if you don't mind.
So, how frequently will you be stopping by?
Depends.
On what my coworkers say about how I'm fitting in?
No? About how I feel about how you're fitting in. I understand that you and Agent Leyo went to school together.
Yeah.
Through the academy.
Yeah.
How was it working alongside a longtime acquaintance?
Georgie's very bright. It was good to see him again. I thought he might be... He was always competitive with me. But I don't think he is anymore.
So the relationship between the two of you is
Well,
not
I went
picked up where it
cuckoo
left off.
bananas, so, I think that he probably
We
feels
try
like
not
he
to
came
use
up on
phrases
top.
like cuckoo banana.
A little levity. But yeah, my doctor said that too.
Finally, I spoke very briefly with Agent Webb about the department's goals for the IMP and their second assignment. Have you come to a decision about which case you're taking?
Yes, we have. Are you familiar with the individual cases?
No. None other than Miss Pareem, who
Yes.
we got some of the details of after the case was brought back.
We're looking to see if maybe we can find someone who's still alive. So we're going to see about Benedict Ellison. He was a professor. He went missing mysteriously. Professor of abjurations. First, I think they thought it was his own doing, maybe a lesson to the students, but he's been gone a long time.
Is there optimism within the group that he might be found alive?
I think so. I hope so.
What do you think it was that drew you to this case specifically?
It was a matter of democracy.
Perhaps I don't understand.
Well, we voted.
Oh.
And we had to pick one that was not, I've gone blank on what we had to pick. But it was one where the spell didn't come back. You know what I mean. And anyway, so, I wanted to pick somebody who was maybe a little more sympathetic than the professor, but,
So you voted against this next case.
I think it'll be great.
What was it that drew you to the case that wasn't selected?
He just seemed maybe a little lost.
Are they not all a little lost?
Of course they are. This guy might be lost too. I think my fear is that it is a stunt, and then the OEI is just helping him gain more notoriety. But he's been gone a long time. I'm hoping he does need our help and that we can help him.
Well, I appreciate you speaking with me today. This won't be the last time our paths cross, but that's all I need for now.
Okay.
Safe travels to,
Valet Norsu.
Oh, not too long a trip.
Yeah.
Good hunting. Thank you.
Thank you.
She kind of tucks her thing back into her bag and starts to walk out the door.
When she closes the door, she's gonna sort of like sink down.
On the pitch just east of the Four Falls River, the third bell rings, and Deedee walks briskly to the benches to collect her belongings. In all the time that you've spent over the years playing Maling Duka, a kind of dodgeball paintball hybrid, you've never been on the losing end of a 21-0 shutout. But it's the expected outcome of playing with a pickup group of random stragglers against a reasonably competent squad that's practiced together before. Wow. Typically, you'd play on a team with Calvin Worthy and some of his friends from back when he was in university, a well-oiled machine that knew how to cover each other and run a decent bait route. You and Calvin have mopped the floor with these guys on a number of occasions, but you learn that Agent Worthy is off-island on another case. And even if he wasn't, you'd probably catch some flack within the department for not keeping a little distance so soon after the dive rail blunder. You use one of the nearby basins to wash some of the pigment from your hair and skin, and a young man from the opposing team approaches. This is dwarven, kind of has a stocky build, a wavy black beard, and he's currently in the process of unbraiding that beard so then he can wash some of the paint out of his beard there.
Cute.
Where's your usual crew? I mean, if I had a team like that, I don't know I could ever go back to playing with pugs.
Deedee's gonna like take a mouth guard out of her mouth and like fix her sports goggles up to her forehead. It's my first time with these folks. Probably the last too.
It's a different kind of game, isn't it? I mean, your forwards were out there running like a cockatrice with their head cut off.
I'll pass along that note to them. Thank you.
Anyways, I'm Nolan. And if you're ever looking for a change, I'd be delighted to kick my younger brother off the team and make him an alternate.
Yes.
I'll let him know. I think swapping him for you, that'd increase our odds of winning on any given day by 8%, maybe more.
I'd make it like 9.5 actually, but yes.
I'll make a note of it. I'll be around here. You know, I don't know what's going on with your old team, but sometimes old schedules clash with new ones. Just how it goes sometimes. Nobody's fault.
I'm hoping it's a very temporary measure. Nolan? I'll see you out there kicking my ass.
Not when you're on our side of the pitch. Have a good one.
He goes back to one of the basins and kind of wring out the beard there and get some of the paint out. Take a moment.
I gotta get out of the inn.
You walk back out on the pitch, and the people that you were playing with, they're like wiped, so they leave. You're like, so you grab a couple other random people, you start to like link up for a new possible game there, and once again, you look across the pitch and you see not a team of some of the best players you've seen, but any team that has, you know, that's practiced together and has a little coordination is a whole different animal. So you prepare to kind of get your ass kicked once again, but kind of got, this is your usual MO, so you head back out onto the pitch and get ready to play.
Work on my short game.
For most of the day, Luca keeps a low profile. He goes home to his tastefully upscale residence in the corner of Evergreen and Diamond Road, spending some of the time cleaning and picking out his attire for tomorrow's travel. On the walls of the foyer are several framed newspaper clippings, many of which have artistic depictions of you, or at the very least some memorable quotes that you gave during some of your more memorable press briefings. As the sun starts to go down, you find your way out to a couple local taverns. You give a couple impromptu performances from using some of your favorite instruments. It's not for money. It's just to spread a little cheer, keep some people in your home city associating you with a positive image. Some of the people there recognize you, some don't. But you play beautifully, and people sit and they watch and they listen. After your final song and a hearty round of applause, you get up and you leave from the bar. You take kind of a long, circuitous route, and you eventually walk down kind of a dimly lit street and arrive at a cafe that's only open during the day. It's not open at the moment, not officially for business. You circle around the back, and there's a lantern hanging on a hook beside a larger service store where goods can be unloaded and brought inside, straight into the kitchen as opposed to having to come through the front. When you get up to the door, you sort of take a breath, and you give a knock. After a moment, you're greeted. Door slides open quickly with an orcish man who nods and holds the door open to allow you inside. Inside, there's 5 others that are seated around a circular table in their mid-conversation, and honestly, from an outside perspective, if you were to glance, it would look like a poker game. Like, it looks like people around a table, there's some papers on the table, but there's no cards. There doesn't appear to be a game being played. And as you sort of step inside, sort of circle around the perimeter, I mean, it's happening everywhere. With people in positions of influence. I mean, Luca, obviously. Welcome, Luca, by the way.
Nice.
But, I mean, Sergeant Porter in Shalmir, Father Chapman in New Ivory City, Governor Kahale in Zanklas. I mean, anyone who voices their concerns too publicly or dares to do more than just speak on the subject, there's a system in place to tear those people down. It's not obvious, but there's a system. And I mean, who's gonna complain? Because it's not the average citizen whose life is made infinitely easier through lumens. And then who does it fall to? Right. Yeah, and meanwhile, we've seen a 340% increase in hurricane activity across the archipelago over the last 4 years alone. I mean, granted, most of them are cloud hurricanes, so they're too high to affect us. But still, you can't see those numbers and think that's just year-to-year fluctuations. I mean, it's madness. Yeah. Sorry, Luca, you caught us in the middle of our usual summations. How are you doing?
Good, actually. That's a different percentage than was last spoken about. 340. Went up from
Updated numbers.
Up from 270. All right. I'm good. I'm sorry I was away for a couple of days on business.
It's all right. We know you travel sometimes.
Is there anything I missed? I know I'm a couple minutes late from our usual.
No. We're just sort of getting started, and getting acquainted. Yeah, where were you? You were out in,
Hopping some islands. You ever heard of Ahaltsu?
Have I ever heard of the second biggest island in the archipelago?
I don't know why I presented it like that, but just keeping it exciting. Well, that's where I was. I was just seeing.
Thanks for not assuming.
Hey, of course. I was just seeing some sights and the like.
Seeing some sights or seeing some sights?
Why not a little bit of both?
That's what I'd do if I was in a Haltsu. I mean, if I knew what that was.
Right. So, I unfortunately cannot stay as late as I usually do. I have an early morning.
That's right.
I wanted to maybe hear some things I'm gonna be gone a few more days. Is there any new theories popping up I should be aware of, or should we talk about what we've already been talking of, sharing more insights? I just want to know what I can stew on for the next couple days.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, if you don't have a lot of time, is there something you'd like to bring up?
My last trip, regarding the healing sickness that I brought up, I believe it was about 3 months ago, we spoke about.
No.
I did have to cast a couple high-level healing spells. No obvious repercussions immediately, but of course it was only in my circle.
Someone in the marketplace dropped dead the other day.
Has anyone?
Just nothing.
Has there been any presence of the OEI or any local officers of any medical history with that patient?
I don't know. I mean, he looked like he was in bad shape, but you never know.
Do you have a name? I'll follow up.
Carl something.
Carl's. She'll be easy to find. Someone dropping dead, and you said middle of the square.
Yeah, it was in the market.
Carl in the market.
The sun was beating down on him. And I mean, he must be 70, 80 years old.
I may very well have sapped him of his last years.
Yeah, it's possible.
Some ruffian taking advantage of him dropping to his knee. Oh, man, I wonder if he was dressed to the nines, as the old folks sometimes are, going to a theater. Maybe looked easy right for robbing. I don't know.
No, he looked like shit.
All right. Well,
I mean, I'm not saying he wouldn't have died on his own. I'm just saying the timing.
The timing and a little bit of life essence stolen from him at the right moment could have well done him in. All right.
We need to graph these things. We need to understand when one was cast and when the deaths happen and see if they link up.
Of course, this very well could be a coincidence, because there is many. This globe is big, and anyone could have been affected by my healing if that is the theory we are going with. But okay, good. I will keep a note of that. We will graph it. Secondly, I'm working with some new folks, very bright, and of course, what we talk about is not generally welcomed by the greater populace. But these are bright folk, and they seem to not even take a little bit of interest in our moon theory. I would like to redouble our efforts on investigating certain wizards that might have the power to use illumination magic, such as what they wield. I think that we may need to reconsider some theories about it.
We can do that. I mean, you know, there's a few very powerful wizards out there. I heard some rumor about some wizard that was able to resurrect a young child from the brink of death.
A wizard?
Yes, some years ago.
Maybe perhaps dabbling in other sorceries as well from wizardry.
Yep. I mean, maybe.
Very high level to be.
You would be, yes, if the rumors are true. I mean, we've heard these things sometimes. But I mean, I'll admit this was over 20 years ago, so it'll be hard to follow up on that.
But in the grand scheme of our world, 20 years is but a smudge.
I agree.
Worth looking into. All right, high-level wizard 20 years ago, maybe resurrected.
Can I bring up something else?
Yes, please. I haven't heard from you tonight.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, I saw your replacement out at City Hall, giving some talking points to the press about the councilwoman that they found. And let me tell you, no bullshit, he was stiff as a board. I mean, boring, no charm, no flair. No need to worry about him long term, I can tell you that.
Thank you, Larry.
No problem.
Did you happen to catch a name, or was he also an Azamar?
No, Tiefling. And he introduced himself as Agent Goligus.
Does that sound familiar to me at all?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He's this sort of fresh-faced, out-of-the-academy recruit.
Oh.
Gallagher's.
Just saying, I don't think he's a threat.
Yeah, he's right. Not a threat. I saw him speak. No good. Although my wife finds him very handsome.
That's true. My wife does as well.
I will be remiss to say that he is a handsome man, but to trust someone with my position that is so fresh, it seems actually, I have a theory on this, that they are trying to poke at me to see how I would react. So I'll stay stalwart and strong. It doesn't bother me at all.
That's a good plan.
Imp for life. Doesn't bother me.
I can tell that it doesn't.
All right. There's one, not to be brief, but there's one last thing I'd like to present before I head.
No, please.
There may be sometime in the future that I have some interaction with vampires. Now, they, as almost infinite beings, that as long as things don't go wrong in their life, I feel like they actually might be some close allies to us as someone who has seen the world beyond what we know in history in the last 100, 200 years.
Because they worship the moon.
Because they worship
And the moon might not be real. Well, I mean, there is a moon, just not that moon.
Yes, and I mean, that's a tight relationship too, because them with their werewolves and the moons and the lunar phases of werewolves and vampire. Anyways,
I think we got lost there for a moment. What is it you're planning on doing with the vampires?
I wanted your opinion. If there was any benefit, should I make our circle known to one of them if they happen to be cordial? Should we open our gates a little bit? I have, and he'll pull out the sending stone. I do have one of these. I could lose it with one of them to gain information.
I'll freely admit, Luca, you're more worldly than we are. Does such a vampire exist that would be open to exchange of information?
I don't know. I'm making a large jump if they are even someone that would be willing to speak with us or kill me on sight. But I just wanted all of your opinion before I made any big moves. I wouldn't want to introduce anyone new into this tightly wound circle of this family that I have found.
We could vote on it.
All right, all four.
Everybody raises their hand.
All right.
Aye.
There's a voting system within my crew, it seems, of where we go and when. So this might be within a week or 2 months. But when I do make contact, I may lose this sending stone with them, and we can figure out what has happened hundreds of years in the past. If these histories have been made up for us to be believed, we'll cut a little bit deeper.
And if you lose your sending stone,
Yes.
how do we reach out to the vampires?
I'm very good with my words, and hopefully I can take one of my allies' sending stones for a moment.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right.
Look forward to it.
I mean, when I first read this case, I got very excited. It's very rare to find someone, you never know, history is made by the victors. So, what actually is going on?
Too true.
All right. I fear I must start leaving and prepare for
No,
tomorrow.
please, thank you for stopping by, Luca. We appreciate it, as always.
Larry, Gabe, Carl.
Yeah, that's not the Carl that died in the marketplace. Different Carl.
All right. And Lacey, although I didn't hear you tonight, we'll talk later. Mm-hmm. All right. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, stay looking, stay truthful. Truth. He'll excuse himself and...
How do we get invitations?
Vampires, werewolves,
the business.
pignons.
For most of the day, another person generally waiting until the evening to leave his house. Cade pays a visit to one of his favorite local dives down by the pier. It's called Big Bunny's house.
Yeah,
The title refers to the owner. It's an elven man built like a sumo wrestler who also has abnormally long ears, even for an elf. And there's a lot of reasons to like this joint. Sort of out of the way, it's more of a working man's place. But one of the things you like about it is that precisely nobody talks or even cares much about the OEI. You're not even sure you've ever told somebody here that you work for the OEI, nor has anyone ever asked. In between comfortably winning a few arm wrestling matches to collect some easy coin, you find a spot in the corner to disappear into the crowd. Sort of lean back in your chair in the shadows and just let the noise of the bar wash over you. People laughing, a couple other people arm wrestling, someone playing a piano idly in the corner. At one point, when you're feeling sufficiently invisible, you take out a blank piece of parchment and a little bottle of ink that you've been carrying around in your pocket ever since you left the office. You take out the quill and you dip it, and you pause for a moment. You start to think about what you might write, not quite sure how to begin or what you ultimately want to say.
thinking of you and your parents these last few weeks. I hope things have calmed down. I hope you're back at school. It's good to be amongst your friends and out and about. I'll try to come and visit if I get the chance. Know that I am helping people. And hopefully no one will have to go through that like you did.
Finish up sort of the end of the little letter there. Think about whether to add to it, sort of open it back up, close it again, put it away. Even as someone who stays pretty aware of his surroundings, you find yourself surprised by a man suddenly appearing by the side of the table. A man that can always surprise you with how stealthily he can be if he wants to. With his long copper hair pulled back into a ponytail and further concealed by the hood of his cloak. Osiris does a good job blending into the sea of drab coats throughout the bar. And he quickly takes a seat across from you without asking. I didn't see you, or any of your cohorts, at the press briefing for the disappearance.
Yeah, they don't fucking invite us to those.
That was still your case, right? Because when you were nowhere to be found, I thought maybe the disciplinary board had made their decision ahead of schedule and you were packing them back.
I'm gonna look around and it's busy enough in here that there's not it's noticeable. Like the two of us aren't in a dark enough corner that.
I mean, you're over by the wall. Like it's clear that the two of you are talking to each other, but
Okay.
it's like,
Okay. You know, you had the right idea with the fucking alley next time. I'll see you across the street in 5 minutes, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna kind of like, Curtis, tell the one again about the bachelorette party that you tried to impress by using that as a balance beam.
I'll do it now.
And as things kind of get, I'm gonna like scoot out the door and and run across the street.
so. You find a much quieter spot. This bar is pretty close to the piers, the sort of docks in Valo Caldera. And as you sort of head out, your boots kind of boom, boom on the hollow boardwalk, and you take a little step, turn around, and then find your way into a little corner between two buildings, two dwellings that probably during the day are quite bustling with activity, but right now, with nobody out on the docks, very quiet. A couple moments later. My apologies. I didn't realize it was such a sensitive topic.
Are you apologizing for tonight, or are you apologizing for helping me end up where I am?
I helped you rise to the level where you should be. But also sorry, if that helps.
Thanks.
You know, other than the fact that she was dead, that seemed like a pretty promising outcome for this new impish unit.
100% success rate. Put that in your fucking headline.
I will do as much. You know, I will tell you, I asked around, and your colleagues had almost no faith in your team whatsoever. I mean, I can't say exactly who because of sources and all that, but to get a quote from someone who had something positive to say, I had to dig deep.
Oh, how deep was that?
Quite deep.
And what was that positive note?
That they believed in the mission of the unit.
Does your work ever take you to El Hatsu, or you just stick around here?
Big stories are here, mostly. Not that I'm opposed to it.
Well, this is a big story right now, yes?
I would agree.
If you did make your way to El Hatsu, talk to some of the people that helped clean up afterwards.
Do you have a name?
Foley will talk to you.
Foley.
But I bet you Andrew, he'll want to see that site where she was found.
I don't know.
Andrew might notice that there were certainly a number of pricey artifacts hidden underground. And if the things went down the way that we believe, or Andrew believes, that those artifacts should have been shared around with all the local militias to help pay the costs. But you might find that it was only one that benefited.
It sounds like something that everyone should know.
I believe so.
Besides the case itself, if you don't mind, I'm dying to know what you have to tell me about the other little imps working alongside you. Which agents impressed you or were the most promising? Actually, scratch that. That's boring. Who was the worst, and specifically why?
Wow.
I mean, I've been thinking about it, and I really think that we can shape the narrative in a way that makes it look like you were dragging this dead weight across the finish line and still managed to solve the case.
Always fighting against myself, aren't I?
Can I quote you?
Well, no. You know, in talking to folks around Alhatsu, you might also find someone in the Imp believes that the moon is made of an illusory magic.
Illusory moon. Now that has play. I mean, I'll look into the other thing too, but...
Oh, you fucking...
Please focus on the relics.
The relics, yes. Moon. I don't suppose you'd be willing to narrow it down for me.
I don't think it'll be too hard.
I can work with that.
Now leave me alone when I'm drinking, will you?
I will. Just before you go, I was writing a little something, just practicing, and when referencing the young woman in your unit, the elf, which do you like better? Loony Min or Min from the Bin? Because I asked some of my fellow reporters, and it was honestly quite split, and I want something snappy.
I'll kind of go in and I'll like grab him by the scruff and I'll be like, Lethelenel has been an asset, and I'll like push him.
Can you hear kind of talk things?
Go back for another drink. I want to get the end of the story. Or the end of him falling again.
And then I fell on them girls.
You got him real sloppy with the sloppy eyes.
Elsewhere in the evening, Georgie has spent his time not seeking out the company of others, preferring to scour the streets at dusk, making notes in his notebook on anyone or anything that looks suspicious for any reason whatsoever. You think about what you can surmise about someone by the way that they dress, the way that they walk, the way that they speak. You note where they might be able to conceal a weapon, such as under a heavy coat or obscured in a vegetable cart that they're pushing. None of this really leads to anything. But a true detective studies his fellow man at every opportunity, watching, waiting, learning, discerning. In that same spirit, you swing by your favorite rare bookshop called Pages from Afar, where the owner, Malcolm Tipton, is just about to close up as you arrive. Kind of a gangly human, a head full of messy curled hair, and he's amassed a collection of books. He had a lot of contacts in the shipping industry because he spent a lot of time in the Navy when he was a younger man. So sort of in his later years has now set up this antiques shop that's mostly sort of books and written documents here.
Malcolm, Anything new for me today?
Almost a week since you've been in. You must be busy.
Unfortunately, yes, keeping me away. Anything new?
You know, I actually thought there was a possibility that someone might get to this before you. But there's that old saying, lucky like a Leyo. And it's possible I may have placed it closer to the back shelves, less clearly on display for people to see when they walk in.
Malcolm, you mountain cat!
Roberto Duloc and the 5 tiny tambourines. A fresh case. I got this from a collector in Primu Postus who said he'd had it in the family for generations. Still in excellent condition, with the exception of some water stains along the binding.
Its authenticity. This is a first edition!
It is indeed, and because I know you're not partial to the saucy bits, I took the liberty of bookmarking the chapter where Roberto Duloc meets the lusty maid from Morrow Castle. So you can skip it or not at your leisure.
Fantastic. Ah, what I would do without you. Sometimes I think you're my only friend in the world. Besides him, of course.
I'm sure that's not true. Lots of friends over at the OEI.
What do I owe you?
125.
Silver, right?
Make a note to write back to Papa.
Should have turned you in.
Besides the Dulocs, anything else that I should keep an eye out for?
You know, between you and I, I'm working lately with a rather interesting fellow who believes all manner of fascinating things that I've never heard about before. If you run into any texts on particular, potentially occult theories into the moon.
There's a lot of mythology surrounding the moon.
Particularly the moon being false.
That narrows it down.
Well, it's nothing I'd ever heard of in all of my studies, so if you come across something, let me know.
I'll keep an eye out. Stay safe out there.
You too.
He goes back, and as you close, he sort of locks up after you. Head back out into the street. Anything else before you sort of head back to your place?
I'm gonna go to the nearest place where I could sit.
Sure. There's some small parks all throughout Bala Caldera. That's sort of between some of the.
Doesn't matter where it is, the soonest place I can park my ass, and I'm gonna read the entire book.
Right. You find a little spot near kind of a hanging lantern there, and as it sort of slowly dims down over time, you sort of get closer and closer to it so that you can keep reading the pages. And you read the story of Roberto Duloc and the 5 tiny tambourines. It's a fascinating case, especially the 4th tambourine.
Yes.
You never saw it come.
It was lodged in there real good.
Yeah. The chapter you skipped was integral to the plot. One by one, in the morning, everybody rises relatively early with the sun. You each make your way once again to the OEI's equipment depot, where Officer Ulrich helps you get outfitted for your trip. With freshly sharpened blades, bags of potions, and a small collection of material components for your spells, you make the short walk to the capital city's always bustling dive-line terminal and reunite with the rest of your team. We did talk a little bit, sort of pre-stream, about equipment. Does anybody have any questions about that, or is everybody pretty set on what they're taking with them?
I guess the only thing, did you want additional spell focus or like item stuff?
If you guys die more than 3 times, I'm just leaving you there.
Okay.
I think that's
you guys have any?
fair.
It was mostly Agent Anders that needed it last
Yeah,
time, right? So
I don't have any spell focus stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
You don't need any extra diamonds or anything.
Well, something that I thought of was like, again, okay, difference between diamond dust and like a fat diamond. You could use diamond dust for anything. Right?
There's some things that require it to be in dust form.
Okay.
That's the only difference. Like if something just says diamonds of a particular value, that can be diamonds on multiple little ones. It can be one big one. It's not.
And follow up, were I to not use them for magic, just saying, Would I then use them maybe for bribes as an expensive piece?
People definitely do that on occasion. It's kind of frowned upon. They're, if no one found out about it, who the hell would know? But,
Wow.
You'd have to
Not a
get
bad
your
idea.
cleric to play along about the diamond.
Oh, she cast a Revivify loads of times. On me especially.
Yeah, if it's
it's
on
been
you.
known to happen now and again.
Okay, but frowned upon, you say not.
Like,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay.
you definitely know that people do that on occasion.
All right.
But, like,
Well, I'm doing it. But yes, nobody needs an extra slot. I'm only taking two.
before I steal this.
Yeah, before I steal this, does anybody have anything they really need?
I'm good.
Are we doing the thing where we're taking something so that you can take something else?
No, I talked to Matt about that. It counts as a focus.
Yeah, the instrument's a focus for
Hell
Barrett.
yeah.
Good.
On the upper levels of the 3-tiered platforms, some of you grab a bite to eat. What was that? Was there?
Can I take a hacky sack? Is that allowed?
Yeah. Is that a little drink?
Will it take
a
up a
fidget
whole-
spinner?
No, for
No,
the
I know.
quad.
Oh yeah.
We're going to the university.
sticks.
Oh my god.
Devil stick.
Frisbee?
Devil
Like a
stick.
frisbee, yeah?
Yeah.
Devil stick.
You guys are like, hello, fellow children.
Exactly.
You like the hacky.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for.
Hello. Have you heard
You have
the
to
new
fashion your
artist is playing tonight? New artist.
I love new artists.
New artist.
Some of you grab a bite to eat from one of the many stalls that are serving food for frequent travelers. There's hot oatmeal topped with fruit and sugar, fried rice with eggs, and some savory crepes with meat and minced scallions. There's more people buying and selling here at off hours than there would be in the entire market square in a place like Humbor. This dizzying juxtaposition for some, but this is business as usual for agents of the OEI. You're expected to handle those transitions. For this case, however, things are expected to be a little more metropolitan, at least to start. Bright Acres is no Valo Caldera, but it's a sizable hub. It's known for its excellent schools and some arcane research facilities. In addition, your trip is not only shorter than it was on your first assignment, it doesn't require arrangement of secondary transportation. Bright Acres is large and influential enough that it has its own dive line terminal, so you can just get right to work when you arrive.
Wow.
The familiar process begins after you hear your announcement. Dive line 004F8 en route to Bright Acres will now begin boarding. Please make your way to the lower platforms and mind your step as you prepare to board. Get onto the train, head into the changing stations or at Calcum lockers, and then back to your assigned car where the couches line the walls and only a couple of other people are tucked into the subdivisions. It's like one couple and then a smaller group of people in the back. The accelerant magic powers up and the shutters close, and finally you plunge beneath the surface of the water. Everything on the outside going quiet as you settle in for a roughly hour-and-a-half journey to the southern end of the archipelago. You guys have a little moment together after reuniting, after sort of going your separate ways the day before.
Everybody get good R&R.
Yes. I feel mighty rested.
You?
White.
I, for one, am quite excited to head back to a place of learning.
Did everyone here go to university? I mean, we all went to the academy, but
I did not know.
it's not a requirement with the OEI.
Did a number of studies at a few different monasteries, but no, never formal university.
My College of Lore was more an apprenticeship type thing.
Like an internship?
Yes, but better.
Unpaid, though.
Yes, paid in knowledge.
Did you have to pay them?
No, it was.
Oh, I guess to your point, which ones of us will have an inside knowledge of how university politics work?
I was thinking a bit last night over the case and wondering if it might behoove us to move with caution, particularly Min and I. Should undercover work be needed in this case, given that spying on the Order might be a tad difficult?
Oh, because we look younger.
And because I'm not sure that there won't be more things in place than there were at Blood, Sweat, and Tears to prevent certain forms of surveillance.
I suppose they'd use less violence, though, here to keep us out.
I don't know. Universities can be kind of a tricky place.
High crime rates.
I almost got about 5 different hand crossbows on the arse, so
Yes,
I
that's
don't think it'll
true.
be that bad.
Maybe not. There's like a high degree of customs unicity there.
Yes. We'll address them as they come up.
Okay.
I'm confident you all will be flexible, though. You've been all across the islands.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a couple that you can sort of express them right off the bat. Cordiality on Volant Norsu is a big thing. Like,
Cordiality.
even to people that you don't respect, like, a public appearance of cordiality is maintained. Like, showing a lot of raw emotion is very frowned upon in public. That's a private space thing. A lot of the customs go hand in hand with the fact that Volant Norsu, very sort of technologically, magically wealthy, it has also a very sort of low regency score, meaning that noble houses and families really control a lot of the power. So there's a lot of... There isn't an explicit caste system, but you see stuff like that. Like a name will get you far or not far, and people sort of are aware of that. You know, as agents, you sort of thread that needle because you're allowed certain... The Volant Norsu has a good relationship with the OEI, so they're not sort of actively obstructing you, but at the same time, that has there's a pretty noticeable sort of division between sort of groups of people there.
I have to put up with some hoity-toity nonsense, aren't I?
Yes, and with a big, fat smile across your face, Agent.
Fuck.
Not a big fat smile. Not being open with your emotions.
Well,
nuanced smile.
A no-teeth smile.
Yeah.
A smirk.
Yeah, that'd be
About
good.
this.
Seems pretty sarcastic.
That was a bit of a sneer, I would say.
What about a smug grin?
I've got it.
Yeah, I think that's
I've
good.
got it. Picture one of the members of the 11th Garrison getting slapped in the face with a salami. There we go.
All right.
That's closer.
Another physical thing that you know is sort of prior to a handshake is a very quick this gesture, and it's to show that you have nothing in your hands. It's sort of a holdover from when pre-qualified agreement there was a lot of military activity, and when people would come in off the docks, you just do a quick sort of show of the hands. You'll see a lot of people do that when they greet you, just sort of quickly show hands before they go for a handshake or a hug or something, just to show that they have nothing on their person.
So those are the basics.
All right. Good to know.
What if my hands are full?
I'm practicing.
Yeah, go ahead. I think you gotta be a little faster with the transfer. That's good. Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
Do you know, is there going to be anything...
What was this?
Come on in for the shake.
You're punchy this morning.
I'll work on it.
We're gonna workshop that one.
Would you know, would they take offense to me doing this and then magic handshaking them?
Oh no, there's several that also resort
They'll
to such
do-
things.
All
Yes,
right.
you'll be fine.
Don't want to offend anyone. So you're thinking undercover. You two not obviously showing your OEI right off the gate.
Oh, at university, it might behoove us. Just a thought. Once we get the lay of the land.
Keep it in the back pocket.
All right.
So do we go on and attempt to look like co-eds right off the bat?
Perhaps a trip to the university bookstore.
Okay.
Maybe
feel
there'll be a dance or something, and you could go as dates.
A homecoming. When did the year start? I don't know.
We're towards the semester's already started. I don't know if the
no.
homecoming is going to be happening now or at the beginning of the
Sock
year.
hop? Isn't that something?
Why would we go to a dance? I'm lost. I feel like wandering into the comm to see what people are eating.
Who will dance?
Who wants to dance? I'm ready to dance. What else can we do on the diaphragm?
Does get boring from time to time. All right. Any other plans that should be shared, such as this? I'm thinking of just doing the rounds a little bit faster than we did on a halt. I don't know why It's hard for me to say that word. I trip on it every time. Ahaltsu.
You got it.
Thank you.
Yes, it's quite a long list of people that were in his daily life, so I feel like as we just touch base with all of them quickly, we'll get a better lay of the land and then proceed from there.
Yeah. Did we want to head to his residence first? Were the items returned back to his house?
They were returned to local law, and you don't know what. After the investigation was declared inactive, they would have given that back to the locals, and maybe they returned it to his place, or maybe they have it.
Well, I think we ought to talk to Captain Watkins first. Right?
Yeah, that is true.
Introduce ourselves, and if they have evidence from his home still in custody, do that.
Yes, I think that's a good choice.
And then we'll go from there.
I'm very mightily interested in this Order of Obscurity. I want to speak with them as quick as possible. After we do the necessaries.
After Captain Watkins.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should be the one to be somewhat undercover.
Me. They might know me.
Well, precisely. And your propensity towards interesting tidbits.
Well, that's not something I talk about openly. I hope that stays within our group here.
Well, certainly.
Of course.
But they would recognize you from the press, as you said.
Yes.
And from the falling out that you had with the press that was also publicized.
Well-
and they might.
Well,
So it's not that much of a secret.
No. What the publicity announcement of me getting removed from my post was that I did my job inadequately, but not so much that I was hung up on lumens. So let's keep that on
Although I
the
had heard
down
about
low.
it. I had heard about it, so it's possible that these folks had also heard about it.
But that's because you're in the OEI.
I'm just suggesting that perhaps you would be an interesting person to talk to them and get into their circle.
You're
If
saying they
he's,
might be sympathetic to his opinions?
They might be sympathetic, yes.
If they know, which I certainly hope they don't, because that is
That would
my
mean
business.
the cat is really out of the bag.
That would. But I mean, whatever. Yes, I want to talk with them, and I'm empathetic to social circles that strive to a better purpose. So yeah, perhaps I will approach it in that direction.
Fantastic.
All right.
Settle in a little bit. Short journey under the water, over to the sort of southwest. When you surface in Bright Acres, it's a majestic sight. When the shutters go up, you're treated to a view of the Rookbein Bay, a deep inlet on the south side of the island where royal vessels direct the seafaring traffic in and out of the city's several ports. Boasting some of the archipelago's best mages short of Oregano, this place is a major exporter of both alchemical and arcane ingredients. Things like powdered gemstones, guano, sulfur, bitumen, talc, and for aspiring warlocks, pickled tentacles. From a distance, you get a look at the distinct architecture. A lot of domed rooftops painted a deep cobalt color, and a dozen or more raised pathways that are reserved only for official use. A way for the City Watch to quickly traverse the various districts without having to contend with the very narrow, congested streets. It's the first reminder that on the island of Volent Norsu, the royal families and noble houses adhere to very different rules, not just the typical influence that money can buy. A name or a lineage carries a lot of weight here, and positions of importance are rarely elected. They're more often appointed by usually a little consortium of trusted natives that go back many generations. Still, the cities of Volent Norsu have maintained a very strong relationship with the OEI, so you should expect a reasonable amount of leeway and freedom to investigate. Though you wonder how much that would change if you were looking into a political figure like Deshi Parim was in Humborg. The terminal in Bright Acres is very minimalist in design. There's a lot of stone archways designed to blend into the surroundings rather than stand out. Several checkpoints after disembarking, officials check your badges. They sort of take them, look at them. At one point, one of them takes a little lumens device to highlight the illusory script that's watermarked and embedded in your IDs. And they're not impolite about it, but they're thorough. They run a tight ship here, and they don't want to sort of wade through any imposters. So each time you get to one, you get a sort of little flash, and people take your badges, check them ID. Enjoy your stay. You were given directions to a nearby location referred to as Bete HQ, the Bright Acres Defense Headquarters, which is where, if you want, you have an opportunity to speak with this Captain Watkins about old leads or perhaps any new developments. In a change from Humbor, you should probably expect to receive less direct assistance from Watkins than you did from Foley. Watkins oversees a much larger population and has a lot more responsibilities, so he may not always be immediately available to speak to. A couple blocks from the ports, you stand outside a very tall and very cylindrical building. It's shaped almost like a castle turret. Its arched entryway on the ground floor, it's open. You can see some of the officers that are working inside, most of them wearing a very recognizable black metal breastplate with a yellow tabard over the top of it. Black metal, yellow tabard, that's the sort of look of the guard and city watch of most of Volant Norsu's forces.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
This is where your search for Benedict Ellison begins. And you give sort of each other one last look. You're standing outside, the sort of where you know the Bete HQ is. A moment to check in before you head inside.
Are you gonna write to your fathers and tell them that you're here?
Yes, I was anticipating on doing that, but job comes first.
Are they within Bright Acres?
No, they are not. No.
Oh.
They're more rural. They're on a farm.
Maybe we crack this quickly and we can go visit.
Yes, we make a tremendous cherry pie.
Ooh, quite tasty.
Sounds nice.
Right.
Okay.
You guys look up, look inside of the officers. Get ready to walk in, and that's where we're gonna take a little break. It's a little bit early since we're about to sort of enter into the investigation starting proper. Well done, everybody. With a little peek into everybody's personal lives on the
Oh my God, you
Bunch
all
of freaks.
out of control.
I don't know what it was.
Vampires.
Vampires. Your conversation with Matt, gave me butterflies. I was anxious about.
I was sad.
Didn't like it at all.
I was feeling sad. I was feeling sadness when you were talking too. Maybe like a deep well of pity.
Oh my.
Well, we're striving for greatness in that group. The truthers.
True.
Luca turns around and closes the door, but the last thing you hear is thank fucking God. No!
They love you.
You're their hero.
Yeah, he's coming in with a hot info.
Oh no.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Stick around. Enjoy the Turnips Powerball. Is that what we're calling it? What is this called?
Turnips
That's
ball?
fine.
Great.
Turnip ball.
It's called Traces of Powerball. But
Yeah, power
Turn that power nips.
All right. Do
All right,
it.
everybody. We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, everybody. We hope you had a nice little break, refreshed yourselves, and got ready to dive into Bright Acres on the island of Volant Norsu. Anything before we head in?
Yeah, Insanely Flashlight gifted a sub, and then Fatikow resubscribed. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, gang.
So, anything before you guys head through the arched entryway to the Bright Acres Defense Headquarters?
Handshake, go.
Mage hand.
Well done.
To the BDHQ.
You guys head inside, and the moment you enter, there's a couple people kind of sitting around at a desk, and they look up and, hello? Something I can do for you?
Yes, we're here, OEI business. We're here to see Viz Watkins.
Captain Watkins is within. What's the nature of your inquiry?
Well, we are part of a new division, the IMP with the OEI, Inactive Missing Persons, and we are seeing, we're reopening the case on Benedict Ellison, Professor.
Have a seat for a moment, and we'll send someone up to check on the captain's availability.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
He sort of talks with a couple people. So, there's sort of a seat on the opposite end of the hall from the desk. You guys sit for
Everything by the books here, it would seem.
To a point.
This is quite a jump from our Haltu.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
couple more moments. Someone comes back down the stairs and whispers in that same guy's ear, and Captain Watkins will see you. Please come this way.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're escorted up to the 3rd floor of this sort of round turret-shaped structure, which if you hadn't just passed through a perfectly peaceful section of the city on your way here, this would look to you like a war room. There's detailed maps on the walls of every one of Brightacre's many districts, and many of them are hung beside duplicates denoting different information. You see one map that has main roads and points of interest. You see another map that has some alleyways and known congestion points. You see another one with flood zones. You see another one that has hotbeds of criminal activity. So they have like duplicates of each of the district and all of these sort of records that they're keeping of all the important information that they want to make sure they're kept abreast of. A large central table features what looks like a more zoomed out region of the map. So these are sort of section by section, district by district. And then there's one on the table that's bigger. It includes not only just Brightacres, but also several of the surrounding suburbs and some of the villages along the coast. On this map, there's stackable cylindrical tokens that are painted black and yellow. And it gives you the impression that it indicates the presence of City Watch and Royal Guards. It's the BDHQ keeping track of where their servicemen and women are concentrated at any given time, so that they know, okay, we've increased our presence here, or that we could spare some people from here to come back to here. So they have some of the stacks are just 1 tall, some of them are 3, 4, so they're differing heights of these little black and yellow tokens that they put across the map.
Very cool.
The man leaning over the table has a pronounced bald spot and a patchy beard that does little to hide the wrinkles along his jaw and under his eyes. His outfit's virtually identical to those beneath him, black breastplate, yellow tabard. But it has a red emblem up by his left shoulder that it almost looks like a wax seal. It's like a little red it looks like a pressed wax seal almost. You can tell he has his mind elsewhere, sort of looking at the maps. But as you come forward, he sort of gives you and beckons you forward. Come closer to the table. And there's no seats here, but he allows you to kind of gather around, and he gives you a little curt nod. They tell me you're here about the Ellison case, but I said that must be some kind of mistake. The Ellison case was already thrown back to us by the OEI. Do you know something that we don't?
Yes. It's a newly formed unit. I don't know if you've heard of the IMP yet.
I have not.
That is us here, just us 5. 2 others that are on another mission right now.
Badges, please.
Of course.
Did you check these?
Yep. Well, our whole goal is we have a handful of cases back at home that went cold, and it is our job to reopen those cases with new eyes. Benedict Ellison was quite interesting to us, and we want to see what we can do to help.
What was interesting about it?
It just differed from any of the other cases that we read, that perhaps Ellison could use some help, or it seemed he could still be out there comparative to our other cases, and so we chose it with some urgency.
To be completely honest, the fact that we are not able to reach him with sending is of course the case with many of these, right?
That's correct.
And if he were somehow found out a way to not be found, we could use that information on future cases.
Very well. To my knowledge, no one's working it at the moment, but I don't see the harm. After the OEI left, we gave the case to Protector Bowman, who's seated over there, but he's since moved on to other assignments. He should still be reasonably acquainted with the files, so you can ask him any preliminary questions. Anything else you need from me?
No, thank you very kindly.
I guess, sorry, just one more thing. We know Brightacres is quite busy and quite a hub. If there is anything that we discover that hasn't been discovered yet, do you want us to bring that to you, or are you busy focusing on other things?
If you find a tangible lead leading you to the possible whereabouts of Mr. Ellison, I would like to know that, yes.
All right, we will do so. Thank you.
We'll leave you to your work.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time, sir.
Goes back to what he's doing. And there's a guy sort of over in the corner who looks like he's a little overwhelmed with some of the paperwork that he has there.
Protector Bowman, warmest of salutations to you. We're of the OEI.
Okay.
We were hoping to touch base with you about the missing persons case of Benedict Ellison.
Oh, yeah. Happy to be of service if I can help.
We understand that you took on this after the OEI was already here. Did you work on it with, Wiley?
No, I was there prior to the OEI showing up, and then they threw it back to me afterward.
How has the
good.
case been going?
It hasn't. I've moved on to other assignments.
Any notable progress since the OEI's departure?
I'm sorry, the Ellison case? This was a while ago.
Yes,
No,
that's
I
quite right.
suppose.
Do you still have any notes on it that you keep filed away?
Yes. Let's see. He sort of rifles through some papers, and he takes something out there, and he kind of flips through a couple papers, and he looks up a couple times, like, not sure exactly what he's looking for. Okay. He was reported missing by university students and subsequently university staff after failing to appear at 2 scheduled lectures.
Yes.
Yes.
We are familiar with this. Just we got the report from Wiley. We're just wondering if there's anyone that you pursued once we left. If there's anything you talked to someone or.
There really weren't that many people to talk to.
All right.
I think in the file there's some students that were acquainted with Professor Ellison. He belonged to, I don't know, some kind of
Yes,
social
club.
club.
Yes.
Question about the club, I'm not sure if you recall. Is this something that is permeated by just professors, or is it a combination of professors as well as students?
I don't think it's a lot of professors, but I don't think it's any students. Sort of a coalition of mages and alchemists and scholars.
Not particularly based at the university then.
No.
Oh, fantastic.
In all honesty, this case has been dead for a while. I don't remember all of the particulars. I'm happy to help. The fact is, both our investigators and the ones that were sent by the OEA, didn't come up with much of anything. And we talked to teachers, the students, the friends, and the little club. At the end of it all, it just seemed like he disappeared on purpose. So, him doing something outlandish or dramatic would not have been out of character for this man.
But
Yes.
he did have a genuine care for his students and teaching ability, so it is quite odd.
Yes, I'm not trying to stop you. Again, I'll help if I can.
Protector Bowman, could you let us know where his house is? We'd
Yes.
like to go there.
Of course. There's some alarm spells that have been set up, but someone here is set to receive them. If someone goes on the property, I'll tell them that you're heading there.
Please do.
Wonderful, thank you, sir.
And he gives you a description. His residence is just north of what is called the Scholastic District, where the university is. So it's in a little neighborhood just north of that. He describes where that is. Here, let me get to it.
Could you also let us know where the order is located, if that's information that you have?
Yes, that's over in the Garden District. He describes where that is as well.
Off the record, do you recall having any misgivings, doubts, any person of interest that stood out?
Professor Ellison didn't have a lot of friends or associates other than the people in the order. If you forced me to pick a thread to pull at,
Please.
I don't know, maybe the student that was such a big fan of his. There was a student on the list. He just took a lot of his classes and spoke very highly of Professor Ellison.
You don't remember that name.
It's in here.
Could have been Warwick, Gavin, Patricia.
Warwick Marsh, yeah. Yeah, he had enrolled in pretty much as many of Professor Ellison's classes as he could fit into his schedule, including some extracurricular projects and special extra credit.
He would still be a student there, I imagine.
Yes, he would.
Someone who, if they weren't close to him, they certainly wished to be.
I would think so, yes. He spoke very highly of him. If you go to the university, school is in session. The students usually have a lunch break around noon. The professors probably won't want to talk to you until after school hours are over.
given that it's been so long since the investigation was made inactive, I suppose you'd call it.
Do classes run well into the evening, or?
Sort of late afternoon. Some students have after-class projects, but the classes themselves, not so late.
This might be me asking the same question a second time, but typically in these missing cases, there is at least one person who is truly distraught about it. Someone who is pushing the locals, the OEI, to make sure that this person is found. There was no such thing for Benedict, you'd say.
No. I mean, the students seemed upset, and those in the order, they refused to be zoned. I don't know if
Yes.
We know.
But I was there for their initial questioning, and Detective Wiley, I think, reiterated that they seemed remorseful, genuinely. He was an important part of their circle.
But you didn't come across any relationships, loved ones, family, lovers, anything like that?
No?
This might not be very pressing, but I'd just like to know, Ellison, how long has he been teaching at the university?
A while. I think it was... he's been there for almost 2 decades.
2 decades. And it said in the file, obviously, him being an abjurations professor, that he... is this a recent, like in the last decade, that he started talking about abjuration, or in the last couple years, or ever since he started the university?
That's been his focus since he was hired, I think, yes.
All right.
The only person that we ever got a hint of contentiousness from regarding the relationship to Mr. Ellison was the other professor. Igari, yes, a divinations professor. And he was zoned and spoken to at length. I mean, he didn't know where Mr. Ellison had gone, and he never thought of his colleague as anything other than occasionally annoying.
Understandable. One follow-up I just have is we were told that there were several alarm spells or lock spells in his home. Any kind of traps that we should be aware of or be wary of?
My impression was that Detective Wiley took care of some of that, or at least anything that was obviously dangerous. There should be in the home, we didn't find them on our initial investigation, but Wiley identified several lockboxes and cabinets that had been enhanced with an arcane lock spell, and she was able to dispel them. And any containers that were locked with that, they've been set on the foyer floor there of his residence.
Oh, all of the evidence will be there, is what you're saying.
No, the boxes will be there.
Oh.
We have the evidence.
You have the items that were found.
Yes, yep.
Would we be able to take a look or hold on to them for a while?
I can put in a request for them, yes, and I can maybe have them by tonight.
Please.
All right.
Wonderful, thank you.
Question about the order. Our list of names is only 8. Is there possible that there are other folks that are not forthcoming about their presence in the order, or is it truly that small?
As far as we could tell, those were the only active members of the order.
Got it.
You've been very helpful, thank you. Team, are we feeling ready to head on out?
I think we ought to get out of his hair, yes.
If there's anything else,
Perhaps, just since the case is now reopened, take a look through the notes again, and if anything else comes up, be sure to notify us.
Okay.
Thank you, Bowman.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. And as he turns away, he's just a little flabbergasted that this case is coming up. Like you said, they have not been getting pestered about this case.
Yeah.
Like people are not beating down the door to, because a lot of people, like the captain was, are loosely under the impression that he might have done it on purpose. So a lot of there's less people sort of making a scene about it. So you gotta step away there.
Unbothered, this town, and
Life moves on.
Well, they think he did it himself. They think he disappeared himself.
Why would
question as to why or where or...
Why was his home left in such a state if it was something that he wanted to just disappear from?
It wasn't left in a state.
It was. It was disorderly.
I think that
that
might
could be a
his
messy
natural
professor.
living.
Oh.
Erratic professor.
Implication was messy, not like looked like it
Yeah,
had
it
been.
didn't seem like it had been ransacked, as
But
you would say.
having you at the end of a weekend, not really put yourself back together. Left a few under things on the bedpost.
I think people think it's a publicity stunt for him. This whole thing is abjuration, so being able to protect oneself, disappear for a while, come back. That's a good theory.
Perhaps he's crouching and giggling, waiting for us to find him.
Perhaps we don't need to go undercover at the university, but I do think that it would be a good idea to approach the Order in this way. Think about it, Rysynthian. Think about it.
I will.
I love opening with deception, but shall we go investigate the house first?
Yeah.
The resident?
Delightful. To the residents.
At the northern end of the Scholastic District, there's a charming little community of homes nestled into the spaces between 3 streams that crisscross over each other. In a change from many dense urban areas, much of the nature here has not been uprooted to make room for additional dwellings, probably because even if you did, there wouldn't be enough room to build so close to the banks of the river. The Ellison residence is easy to spot because it's the only home that's been roped off on all sides. You see some signage similar to when you were investigating where the bodies were found in Humbor, indications of alarm spells put into place to keep people from encroaching on the property. You have your doubts, however, that they'd be committing so many resources after all this time. It's possibly that some of these signs are just for show. And even if they are active, hopefully by stopping by the BDHQ, they might, if someone receives a ping, they'll know that someone had already said they declared their intent to visit. Mostly of stone construction with ivy growing down the walls, it's a fine and sturdy dwelling with the same kind of domed roof that you see all over Bright Acres. It's considerably smaller than some of the other homes nearby that have clearly added one or more expansions or additions over time. There's wealth here in this neighborhood, but there's also a sense of history. It's likely that these homes have been passed down through generations, and only the largest estates start to bleed into kind of a gaudy territory. A lot of them are kept pretty tidy and tasteful. So you guys sort of stand at the edge of the rope there, and you give it a look from a distance at first.
Agent Min, would you mind if I enhanced your ability, your intelligence?
That sounds great.
Excellent, you are now enhanced. Tap you on the shoulder.
I feel
Congratulations.
So any intelligence checks
Great.
are advantage.
it. Advantage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'd be interested to know if any of the neighbors who lived here know how long he's been staying at this home, or if it was like his parents lived here.
I was just thinking we ought to speak with neighbors.
Does anybody have that spell prepared?
Speak with neighbors. I do now.
Very good.
Should we talk to them now?
I would like to go in the house.
Maybe the
I'm
house.
gonna get my
first.
fingies on that house.
Yeah.
Gotta step over the rope, work your way up, a little cobblestone path leading up to the front door. And you give the door a light push, and it looks like it's closed, but it seems that they've, propped it up in such a way that it stays open. So you give it a push, and it immediately sort of opens up the rest of the way. Take a little peek inside. And it has that kind of, you've seen sort of abandoned homes before in your line of work, and it just has that sense of a lost presence. It's not like, it hasn't been so long that it's covered in dust and cobwebs or anything like that, but everything's just dim and quiet. You look to the foyer area where, as described, there's a couple of larger kind of metal containers or little crates that may have been sealed with the arcane lock that have since been, there's nothing inside them, but the lids have been like set askew and placed aside. So they're out just in case they thought, if Ellison were to return home, they didn't want to think someone had come to rob him or something. So they left all these containers out there. In addition to the foyer area, there's a little seating area with a quiet fireplace that clearly hasn't been used in some time. Only one chair in the sort of living area there, and there's a table there that has a stack of what look like possibly Abjuration's books that he might have been reading in evening spare time. The whole place is very small. There's a little kitchen in the back. There's that little living area, and then there's a narrow staircase that kind of goes up and to the left, and maybe a bedroom on the upper floor.
Does, just on a cursory check, the size of the home from outside match the inside being like...
Yeah, so far it does. Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't look terribly large from the outside.
Can I flip through the books and just see if there's like notes, like spare sheets of paper, things folded up?
Give me an investigation check.
And can I look at the items that were in the arcane lock?
They're not there. They're empty.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
what
He's
you're
gonna
saying.
put in the,
Yeah, he said he would try and get those for you, the items that they took from the residence.
like the prosthetic.
Yeah,
things.
like all the items that are listed on
Yeah.
that card.
Oh, okay, great.
Use my inspiration real quick.
Okay.
'cause that
Damn.
was a
Nice.
7.
Nice.
Oh, and that was a 5. Tough luck.
Nice.
Tough nuts.
Flip through a few of those books, and nothing that jumps out at you. In fact, you were an excellent student, and as you flip through this, there's a range, but he was clearly studying stuff that probably isn't even being taught at the university, or maybe in pieces. Like he was researching for his own purposes. Like he's interested in the continued exploration of abjurations, and there's writings here from other mages and professors from other islands and things. No names that you recognize, but some very, very detailed descriptions of spells that they'd heard about or were attempting to sort of work on. So yeah.
From looking through those books, Georgie, and being from a schooling background and a sorcerer, what level would you say that he was operating at? Are these some high-level abilities that he's been researching, or?
You would need to see his notes. These are other people's books, so it's a lot. But if you were to find like his things, or talk to students, you might be able to get a better estimate of that. But yeah,
Can I look around and just see, does it seem like anybody else has been in this house?
sure. Give me an investigation check.
Manage.
That is gonna be 27. Nice.
If they have, they left no trace of it. The place is extremely quiet. There's nothing that looks disturbed that wasn't obviously disturbed by the investigators that came here before. There isn't something obviously missing that is unaccounted for, on the lists that you guys were given. So the place is still and empty, and no signs of errant entry.
Are there any maybe secret doors or
I was
passageways or
just gonna
little
say that.
Along the edges.
yeah, I would kind of want to look around and be like, are there little secret compartments that might be?
Give me one more investigation.
Okay.
And in conjunction with that, I was gonna cast a locate object on the lock boxes for if anything similar was hidden behind walls or anything like that.
Okay, I think this is one thing. So remember what exactly. Be careful about the wording, because I think it highlights the nearest one. Which, if you're lockbox, it's gonna be one of the. It might just be one of these ones that's here on the floor next to you.
If I did that on the lockbox, but then went around and hugged the walls, you think?
Yeah, you could try and do that. Yeah, it's.
You could try.
I'll do that.
Yeah, no, you can. It just again, we
might
sort of just
mean
had to
that,
make
yeah.
that clarification about how exactly it operates.
I'll do that, then I'll try to find a lockbox and go around every wall or at the floorboards or anything like that.
16.
16. As you look around for something that might just look not just out of place from a regular sort of home, but there's a couple of things, and you give a little credit to Detective Wiley. There's at one point, there's what feels like a book that has no weight to it, and you sort of take that out, and it actually looked like there was a hole in the wall behind it, but you look over it, and one of the boxes that was out might have come from there. Like Wiley gave this place a good look through.
shake. Great.
Certainly for some of the more obvious things, especially if Wiley maybe detected magic, and that had an arcane lock, that might have sort of showed up with the detect magic. You continue to look around. What was it? You cast the locate
The
object?
locate object on
Great.
those, yeah.
You start to move around, and if there's another thing, it's definitely not
further.
It's not like one of those objects.
Yeah.
So the only ones that ever you move around the house, you get as far away from them as possible.
It
You
still
go
pings
upstairs.
those, yeah.
Yep. And the only one that you ever receive kind of a disturbance of the weave is those ones there.
All right.
Is everything that's in the case file evidence list going to be the stuff that's at the precinct?
Yes, that was the stuff they took into evidence. Yep.
If we go upstairs, can I check the same thing?
Yeah, you can give me another investigation check.
I would like to look at a couple things. One is any kind of kitchen/larder kind of setup. Looking specifically for, I don't know, does it look like maybe somebody cleaned up if there were things that were rotting? And are there still lots of any kind of supplies or food? Are there hard rations, or is things kind of cleared out?
It looks like possibly when they came through several, because there was the original sort of local investigators and then the OEI. There's no food, there's no perishable food in the place. And you've worked in investigations before. If they're spending a lot of time in the place and they don't have a reason to think that's related to the investigation, they might clear the place out so it doesn't stink while they're in there. So you don't see anything like that.
I guess on top of that, like the rations, something like dried meats and nuts and stuff that would keep. Is there still some of that there, or does it look like maybe somebody cleared it out?
There's some like old grains and a couple other sort of dried items that look like they're sort of at the back of the cabinet or something. We'll bounce back and forth. 12. As you look through the bedroom, it's kind of more the same. You lift up the sort of cover hanging over the edge of the bed, and underneath the bed, it looks like there was another hollowed out area in the floor that is also empty. You don't see anything in that spot.
Okay.
Was there something else?
Yeah, I was gonna say the sleeping quarters as well. Like if there's bedside tables, like really going over to see if there's any hidden.
Are there any books upstairs?
Give me an investigation. He's got a little private sort of selection of books. In his bedroom, there's his bed, and then a little desk over in the corner, and some books up on the shelf. You can.
27.
Nice. As you look through those books, again, the subject matter doesn't mean so much to you, but you kind of take one out, just kind of flip through. And this time when you sort of crack it open, there was like a bookmark in this one. And when you open it up, you immediately start to sort of look at what's on the page. It's a lot more abjuration stuff, and nothing about it stands out as different. It's like more sort of scholarly discussion on the subject of abjurations. And so you're reading, but then you look, and the bookmark that you had was like a tea bag. So it was like a pressed tea bag between the pages that he was using as a bookmark.
If I smell it, does it smell like normal tea?
Yeah, it does. It has a little kind of, it's dried and old, but it has a faint whiff of kind of that slight sort of orangey undertones.
If I'm up and looking in the bedroom and I see her fiddling with a tea bag, did I notice from the larder, do I recognize that as maybe having come from
You didn't see
kitchen
anything
area?
like that.
I didn't see anything like that tea bag. I just went through his victuals, and I do not think I saw that particular brand of tea or look of tea. Do we have brands?
Tazo.
Yeah.
Not mass produced, but
Yeah.
there's people that have their own signature teas. That's certainly a thing.
I wonder where that came from.
Well, he was using it as a bookmark, I guess. But I'll be interested to see if this shows up at his office, maybe.
Maybe somebody
If he
lent
was
him.
a tea drinker or not, you know?
Can I see if peruse all of the bookshelves and piles if he has any fiction?
You do. I'll lump that in with a previous check, and he doesn't. Not a single thing that you can identify as a fiction.
Does anyone have any alchemical abilities?
Not so much. Not my strong suit.
Why do you ask, Agent?
I just wonder if I found a tea bag that he was using as a bookmark, and I was wondering if maybe it has any other properties to it.
Would my herbalism help in that at all?
You could make nature checks. Anyone who sort of takes a look at it to just sort of smell and sort of. I mean, it's old, it's dry. Yeah, I mean, nature checks. If anyone wants to
Is
take a look at it.
nature a wisdom or
That's an intelligence check.
Natural one.
not 20?
15.
19.
You were checking. You were doing it.
Fuck that.
As you sort of smell and even kind of little touch, like it has some very faint fruit and no sense of like chemical or foreign substance. It has. You're impressed that as long as it's been there, that it had maintained a little bit of its sort of scent, but it seems like tea. It really does.
I would make a note of the page that it was left in on the book, and then did anybody notice any kind of kettle in the kitchen?
Again, I didn't see any tea.
Oh, no, I just
especially-
mean the kettle itself, a
Let
unit.
me think.
You didn't see one.
Didn't seem like a tea drinker to me.
Yeah, what page was it on?
232.
Oh, 232.
Nothing about. You can
I've
make
got
a
it,
note of
I've
it,
got
but,
it.
but nothing in those pages
nothing in
jumped
the
out.
pages.
Yeah, I mean,
First number of a phone number.
Yeah.
Matt, while people have been walking around and stuff, could I have just ritually cast Detect Magic just to double check that everything's been covered?
Yeah, indeed, you can, and nothing
I mean, you know for a fact that some of these were arcane locked, but presumably they found those when they detected magic, and you don't see anything else.
Nothing on the teabag.
No.
I like your theory that maybe that teabag was lent by someone and that's what they used. I don't know.
It could be some.
Having just investigated a little, tasted a little, I kind of think it's just a tea bag, but
Could be some kind of signal or the obscura, you know.
May I carry that book?
Could just be a teabag as well. Who knows?
I'm gonna put the book in my jacket.
I'd be happy to
carries
just...
around tea bags and doesn't drink tea at home.
well,
Why are you
maybe-
assuming he doesn't drink tea?
Yeah, maybe he does.
I heard he was an eccentric man too, so I don't know.
But
One
if
of his
you
things.
were
Just
planning
sucking
on,
on teabag.
Yeah, that's his thing.
if you were disappearing yourself, and maybe that's your ritual, you put it in a fresh tea bag so that you have it the next night. Like, you brew it while you read your tea in bed. Then it would be weird to leave it. You'd want to keep that tea bag away if you're planning on going away the next day.
I'm not following Min, but you keep working on that.
I think we leave the teabag where we have it, and if it ends up coming up again, that's great. Or it might just be a teabag.
It's in my bucket.
Oh, okay, we'll have it with you. I'd be interested to Yes? I'd be interested to hear those hollowed out areas that you found, Min. What parts of evidence were in those holes in particular? What did he really want hidden? I don't know, it's kind of interesting to me.
Imagine mostly those things that were filed into evidence.
Oh, you think not just one piece of one of those evidences were in that? 'Cause I thought that was maybe all the things they found within the home was on that list. I don't know.
What? Sorry.
What?
I thought that maybe those hollowed out areas
Yes.
might be like just the prosthetic limbs parts of the evidence. And like he
I
really didn't
understood.
want that to be found or something.
Right, the best hiding spot was hiding the best item, is what you're saying.
Or something.
Yes.
Extra. I'd like to talk to the neighbors just to hear a little bit of history, and then move on from there.
Okay.
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Head outside and go to the closest home, which it's not like a walk, but it's not right next door. Like, there's a little bit of space between these homes. They're spaced out a little bit between the little streams that run. You walk over a little sort of arched stone bridge to the other side where there's a door. A similar looking home, although, again, there's been a couple additions made over the years.
You said there was ivy growing up the walls of Allison's house. Is the yard looking like kempt? Like
It looks a little overgrown.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a total mess, but yes, it looks like, it doesn't look like someone's been
taking
keeping
care of
it up. Yes.
Yeah.
Should be brief. I'll give a knock at the door.
Okay, you have a knock at the door. It takes a little bit of a moment, and then an elven woman answers the door, and...
Hello.
Hello?
We are with OEI.
Oh.
And we are just looking into the Benedict Ellison case, and he happened to live next door.
Oh, have you found him?
Not yet. We've only just started an hour ago.
I thought they started months ago.
Just our group in particular, reopening the case.
Oh, I see.
Just a quick question for you. Sorry to bother you. Did you know how long Mr. Ellison stayed in this home when he last moved in?
I do not. I didn't know Mr. Ellison very well at all.
I see. Do you know if anyone in any of these homes nearby at least was on speaking terms with him?
When we passed him in the street sometimes.
But he kind of stayed to
Mostly
himself.
kept to himself.
That's what we've heard.
Rarely had visitors, I would assume.
Not that I know.
Never saw anybody going into his house besides himself.
Not that I saw.
Fascinating.
Do you ever recall how old does this person look?
Like early 40s.
And Ellison is how old?
40s.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Did you move into this home recently, or have you been a long-time fixture of this community?
I've been here a long time.
And
my father before me.
Has Ellison been here as long as you have?
As far as I can remember, yes.
All right. And is your father still with us?
He's not, no.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anyone nearby that would have been maybe in their late 70s or 80s or older that has been in the community longer?
Yes. Mr. Cairo, a couple of doors down.
All right.
Seemed to say he was a cordial neighbor if you saw him in the street.
Well enough.
Any issues, noise issues? Would you say that you found him to be someone that might be up late at night, making noise or lights and sounds?
Smells.
No, he was the quietest neighbor I have ever had.
All right. Thank you. Sorry for your time.
Sorry, I literally don't know anything about him.
That is okay. We appreciate your time.
May we have your name really quick?
Yes, Natalia.
Natalia. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If you don't mind, I'm going to talk to Mr. Cairo. You want to come with me?
Please.
While you do that, I might just check the exterior of the home.
All right.
I'll go with you.
Excellent.
Of this home?
No, no, not of Natalia.
Natalia. Something's fishy. It's her.
Yeah,
I think it's Natalia.
No, just the exterior. I want to see if there's like patterns of like trampled grass, like parts of the exterior of the home that he would like walk around in often, like any kind of life.
Okay.
Yeah, around
For,
there.
for like, okay. Signs of him or other people or anyone?
Yeah,
It's been
either.
a
Again,
while. He's been
yeah,
missing for
totally.
5
But
months.
if there's like patches of dirt that like maybe there once was grass, just well visited maybe
Yeah,
areas
sure.
of the lawn.
Is there like a garden that
Yeah.
might be a place he would spend time, or an outbuilding?
Give me investigation checks, both of you. And heading over to where you've been sort of motioned a couple doors down. You give a little knock and the same thing. An older sort of dwarven gentleman answers the door, and he's dressed quite finely. I mean, you get the impression that a number of these places house some sort of old money in sort of generations. And as he comes out, he sort of tucks his robe together and gives a little practiced hand gesture.
Good afternoon. We're with the OEI division.
Good afternoon.
We are reopening the Benedict Ellison case. And we were pointed by Miss Natalia over here that you're a longtime fixture of this community.
I have been here a long time.
Now, a quick question for you about Mr. Ellison. Do you remember him, how long he's been staying in that home, or maybe who was in that home before him?
He bought it from a family many years ago.
All right, so he wasn't continuing a lineage within that home.
I don't believe so, no.
All right.
Do you recall the name of the family?
The Fisher family.
Do you know if they moved away, or are they still within Brightacre?
The eldest Fisher had no children and wished to move to Vallo Caldera
I see.
and sold his home at that moment.
All right.
We've heard that Ellison is something of a recluse. Did you ever see him bring other folks or have any visitors at his home?
The other investigators asked me that, and I honestly hadn't thought of it, and I found it very odd to answer, no, I've literally never seen someone enter his house other than him.
I find that odd as well.
Was he someone that gave you that impression in passing that he would be standoffish and not have many close friends?
And he was polite, but he never went out of his way to speak with me or anyone else in the neighborhood.
You wouldn't call him disruptive either.
No, I would call him singularly focused on his work. I understand that he taught over at the university.
True.
All right. That gives me the answers I need.
I just have a question for you as a longtime fixture of this community. Do you have any opinions of the Order of Obscurity?
I had only heard that name after the investigation begun.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Cairo.
Of course.
Your confirmations are very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
So certainly all the neighbors, huh? In on it together.
Yes, certainly.
You're nodding.
Him being an abjurations professor and all of this, is it okay to assume that he was a wizard, like of the school of abjuration?
Can we say
You
that?
got the impression that he was a wizard.
I'm not allowed to say that. As a monk.
For those that are of pure learned magic and that don't come from another source, and you didn't read anything or hear anything that implied that was the case, so those are wizards, the pure learned magic.
Would Luca know like a teleportation circle spell or something like that? Would I know about how high of a level wizard you'd have to be to cast that? Or?
You would know that only rumors of spells that powerful. Like that does
Teleportation circles?
yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's what, like 5th level?
Yeah.
Yeah, like again, like the most powerful mages in the archipelago can cast a 5th level spell,
right.
and there's like you can count those people on one hand.
Yeah.
The moon guy. And, yeah.
Well, I think our issue is going to be that if he was fiddling with any high-level magics or reading any illicit books out of the ordinary, we're going to have to, just like we got into that God's damn suds, we're going to have to get into this obscure.
Exactly.
At least these guys seem to be welcoming to at least talk with us. Not be zoned, but at least they will let us in to have a word with them.
We'll see what these nerds want.
Would it be worth taking a drive-by, a walk around, a stroll through of
In the motor car, I have.
A trot around, you mean?
motor car.
I do drive a carriage, but I'm not sure if drive-by has entered the lexicon.
A trot around.
A trot around
trot
of
by?
the order just to see what the external looks like before we head on to the university.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a lay of the land. Let's check in with Bete and Min.
Investigation checks.
27.
8. You guys circle around the outside, and again, overgrown grasses, ivy getting thicker, sort of starting to grow over the windows where, like, maybe it might have been trimmed back before.
Okay.
And nothing. Nothing at all that catches your attention.
This place strikes me as more of a house. I look forward to investigating his homes.
Maybe his office will
You're
be a
not great.
home.
Sorry?
Maybe his office will be his home.
Yes, university, perhaps, or the order. Yes. I also have been meaning to apologize to you, Agent Min.
Oh.
I made a quip, sourced from a bruised ego, about the reason for your hospitalization.
I don't remember.
I apologize nonetheless.
Thanks.
Shall we go meet the friends?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Guys meet back up with each other, just sort of at the edge of the bank there.
Nothing found, just confirmed. He bought this home maybe 20, 30 years ago from another family. Not a long lineage of his family.
And in that entire time, there was never a single soul spotted going in or out of that house besides him.
Strikes me that if he is this great wizard, this is the site of his mild-mannered alter ego. He comes here and switches off. Where he really does his business is elsewhere.
Yes. Let us go see where he lives, then.
All right,
Should we take pass by?
little trot by.
Trot by the order.
In the garden district. Wow, I became you for a moment. the
Not
garden
in the
district.
district.
That's that bard training.
Yes,
Get other people's accents and voices.
exactly.
Fascinating.
What you've gathered from the given descriptions, what is now the Garden District, it used to be a space reserved for training grounds, barracks, and armories. Back before the Qualified Unification Agreement and for several years after, when people weren't sure if it would stick. As time went on, there was less need for quite as much of a military presence, especially in some of the urban areas where suddenly real estate was in higher demand than ever before because people were coming from other islands to some of the larger cities. The city opted to sell much of this land. They kept certain swaths of it for public works, things like parks, cisterns, aqueducts, more. While some of the buildings were sold in the area, there was also a pause placed on new developments in this particular garden district, and at least 150 to 200 acres are now occupied by gardens, orchards, and greenhouses. It's this massive kind of park and sort of walk-through area that's dotted with a few buildings here and there that, again, once were military buildings that have now been repurposed for other reasons. You marvel at it as you're walking through. You'd have to go a lot farther from the city center in Vallo Caldera to find a slice of nature like this. I mean, it has parks, but to find something this big and this open, you'd have to really sort of get out of the main portion of the city. You're impressed that they've resisted the urge to allow further construction or to sell off some of this land. Your directions take you to a very boxy structure on the south end of one of the orchards. There's bars on the window that remind you of its former purpose. This might have been like an armory or a storehouse or something. But a hand-painted sign above the threshold of the door has a more welcoming presentation. It says, "The Order of Obscurity, a place for discerning scholars." There's no one guarding the door. There's light emanating from within. You stand there, sort of look to each other. You're free to knock, have a look around, simply wait and observe.
Deedee's gonna cast Detect Magic again.
Okay.
Just ritually.
Are we okay to just go in, hey, we're OEI?
Rysynthian, I would, if we are to knock on the door, I would love it if you would hang back.
You want me to stay?
Just
You're
in
really,
case.
Yeah, okay, all right. I really want to
all right.
talk to these folks, but
Everyone, we don't have weapons.
but
How do I fare as a conspiracy theorist. I'm happy to wait behind if you prefer it.
Are there
I'll wait
specific
behind.
questions you want to ask?
I just wanted to check their temperature, but I trust you guys to do that for me.
It just occurred to me. What if another way in was posing as some kind of inspector? These buildings were obviously a different purpose before. Maybe there's some kind of, latent munitions inspection that has to be done of any bunkers.
So perhaps Agent Barrett, Agent Rysynthian, take a stroll around the park while we do a initial interface.
Maybe we can try to confirm if that's something that does exist and these people won't immediately catch your lie.
All right.
Or something. Or we can just take a nice walk together.
All right.
All right.
A reminder also that the Order of Obscurity from the case file doesn't have a reputation for conspiracy theories. That's not.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't want that to think that kind of has a little bit of a quirky name, but they're researchers and
Yeah.
privacy enthusiasts. People think they're a little intense, but no one has said that they're conspiracy theorists.
Yeah,
That's not like a.
I'm saying.
They're like NordVPN.
They're exactly like micro. Yeah.
Researchers.
Researchers. They do their own research.
All right. Okay, great.
Yep, the three of us.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You guys give a little knock on the door, and after a moment, the door slides open, and it gets stuck at one point, and then slides further open. It seems like this kind of, again, heavy metal door used to be a part of a military structure, so it has a little more heft to it than your average entrance. As it slides open, the room that opens up into the interior is all kinds of sort of deep reds and oak mahogany furniture. It's a lot of it has like a smoking lounge appearance, there's like a fireplace in the
definitely not
corner.
your
It's not lit at the moment, so this earlier hour.
Good.
It does. It has kind of a cedary smell in the air. There's kind of a wood smell in the air. There's a chandelier hanging from the top that has some sort of sparkling crystals that are hanging. The person that answers the door is a dwarven man. And as he sees you guys, he sort of gives you a little hands and a polite smile. He doesn't sort of welcome you inside, but he doesn't, suspiciously hang at the door frame either. And he opens the door and, well, hello.
Warmest of salutations.
Yes.
We are with the OEI. We are here to reopen and investigate the case of your colleague Benedict.
Welcome back.
Thank you. May I ask who we are speaking with?
I'm Leander Haldeman.
Lovely to meet you, Leander.
And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I'm Agent Min.
Nice to meet you, Agent Min.
Agent Leyo.
Nice to meet you, Agent Leyo.
Agent Bete.
Nice to meet you, Agent Bete. What can I help you with that I was not able to help the previous investigators with?
Well, no, please.
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 Well, as we... Please. Did you say something?
Would you mind if we came inside?
No, of course not.
Slides the door open.
Can I put on my goggles for this whole interaction?
Yes.
Do you like me?
Are you mad at me?
Insight. This is gonna be 17.
That is not high enough.
Oh no, he is a guard.
Yeah.
These are guarded ass dudes.
That makes sense.
As you inside, and he kind of gestures to some of the sort of longer couches there.
I have Detect Magic up. Am I feeling any kind of magic?
There is abjuration magic everywhere. It's almost blinding. You have to focus to not you could turn it off if you want to, but it is everywhere. Every door, every window, some of the furniture, there's a door in the back,
Yeah.
the chandelier is glowing, literally everything in this room, other than the building itself.
Am I getting any sense of something trying to suppress my magic at all? My detection magic?
No.
Okay.
You don't sense that?
Cool.
Can I do a quick subtle spell, detect thoughts, just to, I know that he's probably trained to resist it, but
Well, the first one's, there's no save, I think. Right?
yeah,
Yep,
just
you can.
surface level.
Yep. Do a little surface level using your subtle spell, and you get into the mind sort of for a brief moment, and well, they've come back. I wonder if they found anything. They're going to be disappointed. Would you please have a seat?
Absolutely. Now,
Thank you kindly.
we've only been here for a brief amount of time, but we've come to learn that Mr. Ellison was a bit of a private fellow. We spoke with his neighbors. There was never anyone who came in or out of his home besides him.
We are all quite private.
Absolutely. Would you have considered yourself friends, though?
Friendly colleagues.
Ah. Do you miss him?
I'm sad that he's gone, yes. He was a valuable contributing member to the Order of Obscurity.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
If you had to take a guess.
I don't know.
Did, Benedict by any chance have a space within this space just dedicated for his explorations or anything like that?
Not for him specifically. There is a workspace for members of the Order of Obscurity in the basement.
A workspace?
There is.
Dedicated for what exactly?
For research and development. We have alchemists, we have arcanists, we have professors, we have scholars. We are always looking for the next thing when it comes to privacy and integrity in the world of magic.
Absolutely. Is your research funded?
There are some private donors. One of them has gone missing.
That must be hard.
It is. Some of us come from wealthier backgrounds, which allows us to maintain some of our research.
Pardon me for being dense. Are you saying this is Ellison? Who is?
I am, yes.
Okay,
He contributed quite a lot to the Order of Obscurity. He was also able to rent equipment from the university, provided he returned it.
I wouldn't suppose you could tell us who the other donors are. Or is that an obscure fact?
No, the richest members of the Order of Obscurity are Myrta Laurent and Dorian Vance. And they would tell you so.
And how does one become a member of the Order? Do you have a pamphlet, by chance?
I do not. One comes in and they express an interest, and we evaluate on a case-by-case basis.
How does that evaluation go? Is it a bit of testing?
It's more a bit of probing. We find out what you do, what your specialties are, and whether we think that's a valuable contribution to the Order of Obscurity.
Have you had to turn people away?
Sorry.
Yes, we've turned people away from time to time.
Anybody who was particularly disgruntled by the cold shoulder?
They certainly didn't show it.
Well, that's sort of the thing here, though.
What sort of a thing here?
I'm not from this island, but everyone keeps their emotions sort of close to the vest, typically.
I would say that's a fair evaluation, yes.
So, you are a man who's discerning. Did you have any instinct, even if they didn't show it, that perhaps they were holding a deeper grudge?
When one is no longer in the purview of the Order of Obscurity, they go out the other side. I have limited space for the most important teachings and research, and I cannot spare a thought for those who did not qualify or meet our high standards.
Do you ever keep a list of people who applied?
No.
What about, Watkins? Does that name sound familiar to you?
Captain Watkins?
No. Who's that?
Warwick Marsh.
Apologies. Warwick Marsh.
He was a student of the professor's, yes.
Did he apply or express interest in joining?
He had an interest, but we do not accept those of younger age. One must have at least graduated sufficient level of training, which he has not.
Makes sense.
In regards to the workspace in the basement, what were you all working on, if I can ask, during Benedict's disappearance?
You can ask and I can respond, generally. But a lot of our works are patented. Or to be patented.
Understood. When they reach that stage, are they then able to be viewed and shared, or do they remain secret?
Yes. We helped contribute to a couple of lumens-related items
Oh, fascinating.
that replicated the effects of some abjuration spells.
Successful?
Yes.
Anything in your space that you utilize them for?
We were able to provide the City Watch with emblems that provided mage honor on demand.
Impressive.
Yes.
Very.
And the thing that you were working on during the time of the disappearance, is that still under lock and key, as it were?
It is. And I say this very honestly. He wasn't involved in that project, and I don't believe he had an interest in it.
Interesting.
I don't know if he was working on something different at the time. And I told the investigators as much.
Did he keep his research here, or did he keep it at his university office?
He brought things here when he needed to reference them.
But he stored them mostly at his office, you think?
Probably, yes. There's a lot more equipment at the university.
Yes.
So when it was something that he couldn't bring here, he would go there.
Makes sense.
As private researchers, I'm sure you understand the struggle that is funding and resources. Now, as you are possibly the only person we will be speaking to who has really spent a keen amount of time with Mr. Ellison, you understand that we come from an office, this is our job, and we have very limited time and resources on our side as well. Do you think, in your opinion, it's worth following this, or do you think this is a bunch of hullabaloo and we might as well go home right now because we're not finding this chap?
You lost me there somewhere in the middle. But I think he's still out there.
Do you think he wants to be found?
That I don't know. And it's very curious, isn't it? One would think if it was a ruse, enough time has passed to sufficiently display his proficiencies.
One would think that.
Was he generally a big risk taker in his research?
He was generally curious. I don't know what risk taker means.
Evaluating risk versus reward.
Yes, no, I understand the concept.
Oh, well then,
In regards to his research.
yes.
In which ways would he risk?
Boundary pushing.
Boundary pushing, yes. Maybe I should phrase it such as that.
Putting himself in physical danger in pursuit of the research.
The Order of Obscurity has no boundaries. That is a founding tenet.
Wow.
No
Very
boundaries, but no zoning, am I right? Correct? That was a boundary that you all had, right? No zone of truth?
It's a matter of principle.
Principle. Principle.
What is that principle?
The principle is that I don't believe one should be allowed to invade the minds of others. Ever. For any reason.
Even with permission? With
Yes.
consent?
Even with permission. I don't believe that that's a road we want to go down. In the largest scheme of things. I believe everyone in the Order shares this opinion.
That makes sense. Speaking of other people in the Order, was there anyone he was, like, friends with?
I would
We're
say
all
he
more
was
colleagues.
professionally friendly with everyone in the Order. We shared information, spoke to each other.
Nobody were like, well, those two are besties.
No, I would say that some people said that of him and his students. But when he came here, it was all very professional. We got down to business.
It does seem that the order...
Business. Obscurity.
Obscurity.
I was gonna say, it does seem that the order keeps a rather obscure profile. Have there been any dissenters or folks who oppose what you're doing in any way?
I'm not sure that we've done anything one would want to oppose. One might think our pursuits frivolous, but when we come out with something and say, this is available for people to use, it's met with a rousing reception. We're looking to protect people.
Are you familiar
And
with...
ourselves.
Yeah.
From others. Who want to get inside our minds.
Are you familiar with another faction of folks who believe that the lumens are actually trying to get inside of people's minds?
No, I haven't heard that, and that's quite stupid.
Yes, I thought so as well. I was just curious.
Yes.
Matt, I'm just gonna try to put on my detective goggles to, like, get a feel for these people.
Okay.
Okay.
That's just the one guy, actually.
But yes. Shut up! Alright. Well, that's not gonna help me at all. That's a 10.
Yeah, not gonna do it.
Are there like mints or like cigars or like anything out on the table?
There's nothing. You're at an early hour here. There's some ashtrays. It's like people might smoke in here, but there isn't cigars to just take. There isn't a humidor of cigars.
I don't know how much money they have.
Actually, I find myself quite parched. Do you have any teas here that we can maybe imbibe in while we continue our questioning?
This isn't really a place for beverage consumption.
Understood.
Are you looking for tea?
No, I'm just thirsty.
Is there like books around, or it's really just like a sitting area?
There are some books, yeah.
Do I recognize the same title as the one that I took with me?
No. Yeah, it doesn't like it immediately.
I'm gonna take out the copy from my jacket. Just curious, was this particular text valuable to you in any way? Is it a good one?
May I?
Is it a good one?
Some interesting ideas in here. But it comes from one of the lesser islands.
Oh, which one?
Leyo.
Ain't that the truth?
Again, sometimes one reads to hear theories, even if they can't do anything with them, and then you think to yourself, maybe we could do something with that.
Sorry, so just out of curiosity, your investigative work into these subjects, if this research comes from another island, maybe not so trusting?
What do you mean?
Do you not trust the information that's coming from other islands in regards to your topics?
No, I think we question everything.
Makes sense.
Some of it we attempt to put into practice to see if we can replicate what one says. Some of the ones prove useful, others appear to be a mere attempt to impress one's colleagues.
Yes.
There's quite a big difference between one who can work in the field and one who can think in the field.
Ah, understood. And did Benedict ever release any works?
And some smaller things.
Papers published?
Perhaps, yes.
Academic journals?
Some articles that were put into maybe some of the books around here. I'm not sure.
If you come across any, would you mind setting them aside for us?
I can do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That's all I have.
That's all I have.
That's all I have.
I'm sorry that I can't quench your thirst.
We'll go find some tea elsewhere. Thank you kindly.
There's a number of places, so
Do you have a
enjoy the tea.
recommendation?
Topher's tea time.
We'll go there.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Owned by the market. Very good.
As the door closes with these bloody academic types, they absolutely the same.
Further away.
So
away.
theoretical, absolutely no people
This is
skills.
very much not part of the custom of the island.
I'm the one saying that.
Anything you guys were up to during that time?
So, go ahead if you have something, but looking for maybe a building that's kind of similar to the one that they went into.
Like other repurposed buildings?
Yes, another repurposed building that has the same maybe layout, maybe shape, maybe. Well, you said this one had bars on the windows.
Yeah, because it looked like it was a former armory or something.
I guess maybe another one like that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me perception checks as you guys wander. So in the general
Also, you're saying we don't have our cool maps anymore because.
yeah, the next long rest, yeah.
Sad. All right. Oh. 13.
14.
Not that you can locate. There's a couple other buildings. There's a much larger one that looks like it might have been a barracks at some point. And if you look at it, it actually looks like it might have been repurposed into like a house of prayer or a house of worship. Like you see some sort of vaguely religious insignia that you don't totally recognize, and some people coming in and out that looks like, you know, they're holding some books of prayer or something. So that's the main other sort of building you come across. Again, this area is so big, like you can walk for a while without seeing a building. But you don't find another like armory-like building.
And this one is close enough that they're within sight lines of each other.
Yeah, a little ways away, but
Okay.
yes, you could, if you stand at the barracks sort of place, you could see in the distance the other one. It's a little distance away, but yeah.
When one of those people come out like with the religious texts, can I just ask them, pardon me, if I were looking for the university, in what direction would I go?
That would be to the northeast.
Northeast. All right, thank you.
Might I ask, we're, by the way, we're from the OEI, new division, missing persons. You recall the case of Mr. Benedict, missing professor. Does that ring any bells to you?
I don't know who that is.
That's all right. That, and I'll point over to the. Damn it, that's a stupid name. Obscure.
Order of Obscurity?
Order of. Are you familiar with the Order of Obscurity?
Yes.
Do you cross paths with any of the members?
Yes.
Eccentric bunch, would you say?
Unusual, but Myrta is a religious woman. We cross paths with her here at the House of Worship.
She's one of the members there.
Yes.
Myrta.
Yes.
This garden district is quite beautiful. In relation to the university, is this a place where a lot of students would hang out, or just the community as well? Is it too far from the university?
The students mostly hang around the campus area.
All right.
I'm also very curious about this entire repurposed area. It's quite something. It must have been years, though, since it was formerly looks like this might have been a barracks, yes?
Yes, it was a long time ago.
Amazing. Any relics left behind? Do you find that was there any kind of bunker system, perhaps under the earth, that you've discovered?
There's a lower level in the repurposed barracks. There was additional rooming and board for visiting armies. That's been repurposed into a kind of rectory.
What about passageways? Anything that might connect this to other buildings of any kind?
I don't know of anything like that.
Now, as members of the OEI, is that something that you'd be willing to let us investigate?
I don't see why not.
If you'd like to, I'll join you.
I think I'd like to take a look at the basement.
Oh, this is not my house of worship.
I'm sorry.
You do not worship here.
I do, but I cannot grant you permission to look through the church.
I see. Forgive me. Who is the, perhaps, leader here who might be able to grant me permission?
Father Asaltrus.
And, might he be here now?
Yes.
All right.
If he's not predisposed, maybe we could have a word with him. Do you know if he's in the middle of a sermon or something?
We've just finished up for the afternoon.
Excellent.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you for your time.
Good luck.
Sure.
I don't know why I assumed that they were in charge. The first person that walked out, I figured they all kind of, anyone who spent a lot of time there, they must have to be there.
Not much of a religious guy, so I don't really know how it works either.
Monasteries are all different than these houses of worship.
All right, well, lead the way, monastery man.
All right.
Guys, head through the doors. Give me perception checks.
It's a fun little.
Hey.
Side quest.
Perception?
You find him.
Boys out.
18.
7.
As you pass through the doors, your feet hit the sort of marble floor inside and immediately sort of create a little echo that causes the person at the very back. If the place is emptied out, the person you spoke to them for a little bit, and some one or two other people sort of trickled out and now sort of walked out into the garden district. But the place is now empty, so except for the one person in the back that she sort of motioned to his father Saltrus. And as you step in, he sort of turns because he hears you, but you see what you think is like a bottle, or putting something, sort of screwing a lid on something and sort of placing something in.
Weakness. I will exploit it.
We can push that.
I'm gonna kind of give a little nudge and say, and point to get him to see it.
He didn't see it. You caught a glimpse of that just as you were coming. His
Okay.
was much lower.
All right.
now,
All right.
Yeah.
Did you forget something?
No. Blessings, Father.
Yes.
Forgive me.
Sorry, I thought you were one of the flock.
No, we actually just came into town. We are members of a new division of the OEI.
Oh.
Inactive missing persons, in fact.
Oh.
I don't know if you keep up with the news, but we just had a very successful case in Alhatsu.
I hadn't heard, but congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it is our way to spread our eyes around.
All right.
we take on cases both for the high of status and the downtrodden. We think that it is only right and proper to do as much as we can for all of those.
I would agree, yes. I'm glad that you feel the same.
Now, I'm going to get right to it. I understand that this was once a barracks.
Yes, it was a long time ago, several decades.
I'm interested to see if the basement here has any passageways or hidden doors that might lead to any other place.
Not that we've seen, and we've reconstructed the basement quite a lot. There's a rectory down there, and
Fully reconstructed.
yes, we tore down a lot of the old storage so that we could put up the storage for the vestments and other belongings.
Did you ever come across anything, any hidden passageways or
An old stone foundation.
By any chance, did you ever have anyone magically look around down there?
I suppose not, no.
Would you be opposed to us taking a look?
I suppose not.
Sorry to bother. We're just piecing some things we've heard about the case together, and we've heard that this is one of the only places that has this basement.
Yes, perhaps you could enlighten me. How is this related to your
Well,
investigation?
how familiar are you with Mr. Ellison, Benedict Ellison, or the Order of Obscurity?
The professor that went missing at the university.
Yes.
I've heard the name.
They have the order nearby.
Yes.
And since this area has all been repurposed from what it used to be, wonder if the way that they keep their secrets, if there's any kind of passageways or anything leading to each other. We don't know how Ellison may have. We believe he's still alive, but maybe left somewhere without anyone seeing.
or maybe he's trapped somewhere?
I'm not sure that I feel comfortable allowing you to look for a passage to access someone else's property.
Oh, not to access them. We're just wondering if it's even a possibility for if Ellison wanted to leave town, if there are even any tunnels down under here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, Bard.
This is me. This is me. I got this. Okay, that's a 22.
We really think it'll help.
And if we don't find anything, then I promise we will not bother you again.
A quick look around would be fine.
Is there...
Please.
When we were walking in, did it say what, god of worship there is? Or...
It didn't, no. It didn't, there wasn't an obvious sign or
No, there's not particularly like stained glass or.
There
art
is some.
that-
You can give me a religion check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Religion. Oh my god, I'm proficient in that. I forgot.
Monk.
A 7.
11.
Not that immediately is recognized.
Can't say that.
If he kind of quickly turned, when I saw him close something off, it looked like he kind of put it away in his own.
No, into
vestments.
like a desk or something.
Into a desk.
Yeah.
He kind of turns around and starts to
So let's
go.
walk to the staircase, which sort of leads down.
You pointed it out to me, but I didn't see a beep point or something?
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
I'll tell you.
Right this way.
All right. Thank you.
As you can see, stairs come down, and you can see where there used to be some sort of racks on the walls for weapons that they could grab on the way out. And that's all been taken down. And in here's the rectory. It's all been built out.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm very proud of how we've turned this into a place where people can come and feel comfortable.
Of course.
And if you come through here, I have private quarters here. I don't stay here often, but it's here if I need it to. And then the rest of the basement is rather open. We put in a few seating areas if anyone needs to rest or recover. There's a wash basin over there.
You said that there was an original layout and that you expanded it, yes?
Not exactly. There was a lot of shelving and beds built into the walls, and we tore everything out before replacing it with the furniture that you see now.
I'm gonna use quick ritual from my ritual caster to do detect magic. Just
Okay.
get everything around me.
Okay. As you sort of, what's the range on that?
It is.
30 feet, I think.
I think that's right. It is.
Yeah, how big is
30
it?
feet of myself. Yep.
30 feet. As you let sort of the stretch out with the weave there, sort of into filling every corner of the room, it's not 30 feet across. It's a decent sized room, but that covers the entirety of the room. And as you do so, there's like a couple ceiling tiles that sort of jump out at you as being magical in some way. And it's stone again. It's floor stone and then the lower floor stone as well. But yeah, some of the ceiling tiles.
All right.
I'll just kind of go. I want to go around kind of the edges and just
Give me an investigation check.
Is there a moment while he's like pointing out areas that he's not looking at either of us to throw this?
I mean, he looks like one person will walk and he'll look to them, and then he'll check in with the other. The room's not that big, so it's not like he can like go do his own thing, really.
16.
16. Kind of run your hands along the walls. Don't immediately sort of see any creases or anything that jump out at you.
I do notice some things with the ceiling here. Do you have a ladder, or perhaps
Can I reach the ceiling in here? Is it
You could
low
jump.
enough?
There's a stool.
please, Barrett?
Be careful, I guess.
Yes,
of course.
I'll point out the
We are
little tiles.
professionals.
It just looks like stone to me.
They're glowing with a bit of magic, I promise. If you would just,
Bring a stool over.
Okay.
can I? No, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna use my goggles, but I can tell you.
This is something that we
Not happy.
please, and I'll get it ready, and I'm like,
I'll point out this one is glowing a bit, and this one here. Oh, so sorry.
I'll try to check that specific stone tile.
You step
Is
on
that-
one of the thing and you sort of run your hand. It feels like you go to the next tile over and it's like completely solid. And then as you get to that one, it kind of pushes a little bit. Like it has a little give to it, the whole tile. Like you could push the tile.
Okay,
if you
okay.
wanted to.
Now, I can tell you did good work on this whole area, but as you'll see, and I'm gonna like push it.
Can I tell if he's putting on an act that he doesn't know this is here?
Give me an insight check.
Oh my god,
man.
That's a 7 again.
Not that you can tell, he just seems sort of a little distressed. Like he thought you came down here to look around and now you're like pushing. And not only that, you're saying it's magical and you're sort of pushing on it. Like that's obviously perturbing him.
How far can I go? I mean, we talking
Not very.
Not
Nope,
very.
And then it stops.
How many more of these are there?
Like a handful. 2, 3, 4.
There's like 3 total.
Yeah,
Actually.
3.
4. No, those are the same.
Yeah, 3.
It's just a big tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3.
I think we should push these all together.
All right.
You
I
can't
can-
reach all 3 of them.
Can I jump to? No, I can't really. Is there another couple stools in here?
Yeah, there's other stools in here.
Father, would you mind pressing on a tile that I point out?
I'm not sure that.
Wouldn't you want to understand the nature of the place where you lay your head?
This place may have been. Again, it was used for military purposes.
But you
Could be a
repurpose this-
trap or something.
I'll protect you, I promise. I'll get on a stool.
I'm not going to touch that tile.
Okay, I will. I will. A mage hand would be strong enough to push it.
It has a little bit. It requires a little bit of heft. I think it's only like 5 pounds or something. That can actually.
It's 10.
Is it 10 pounds?
I'll tell you. I have mage hands.
Strong as me.
Was there any kind of
10
refractory
pounds.
period?
No. As soon as you let go, it like
okay.
sinks back
I'm
down.
glad you know what I meant.
10 pounds enough to.
Possible.
I'll mage hand one on one of the other ones.
Okay.
See if it is strong enough to push it.
Oh.
And I'll get up on another stool to where the third one is. All right.
Trust us.
Ready.
2,
And
3.
Yeah.
And go ahead and give me an Arcana check to see if you can sort of manipulate the hand.
We're gonna blow this place sky high.
You guys are walking. It's like
Brother. That's an 11.
an 11. The hand isn't enough to push it there.
I'm struggling, Father. In all of your might, could you please help my hand?
I'll root for you.
I took a spear. I took a dagger and a spear. With like 3 stools, could I wedge the spear in such a way
Oh my
that
You
it's
start
like,
to start setting it up. It's like, oh my.
Trust me, I've done this before.
Go help the hand. Go help the hand.
3.
Give me a just a flat dexterity check to see if you can sort of balance it and wedge it.
Flat dexterity.
There were more party members.
16. You get it sort of wedged in there.
And
right.
hurry over to the other one.
Quickly, Barrett.
Slay.
Help
Go.
the hand.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
And as you guys, one of the walls, there's a shelving unit on one of the walls, and the shelving unit like starts to break and fall off the wall as one of the.
Don't worry, we'll pay for it.
Oh no!
Don't worry,
We
sir.
have a lot of funding. We will pay for everything.
Don't worry.
Um,
And I'm gonna run over and see if it's something that's opening. Can I like?
Because we have to still
If
hold
there's
this for
relics that are falling, I'll
as
try to
soon
catch
as
them.
you step down and it starts to goes back up.
We will need to come back, Father. We have other members.
This,
This is it. We found. We need you to help us.
I would like you to get permission from Captain Watkins.
We can do that.
Okay.
All right,
I would
we'll-
like an officer of the guard present.
Understood.
totally understand.
Um,
And we will pay to replace. We will
If there's anything
fix
that's been broken, then let us know.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
Father Isaltris, you have helped us more than anyone else so far. We really appreciate
I'm
it.
so glad.
All right, we'll get out of your hair and we'll go get our party and what?
Okay.
man.
Safe travels. Is it safe to be down here?
I'm sure that it is.
It looks okay.
Give me persuasion.
Ooh, okay. Persuasion.
27.
8.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, see you soon, Father.
Yes, thank you.
I'll take
God
my-
bless you.
I'll take my spear back out and.
Wow.
That was interesting.
That was a shot in the dark, I thought, but orientation of coming out of that building. Where that was, that opening, does it point towards the
Probably not direct. So if
Yeah.
if the barracks church is up here and the order's down here, it was probably like heading out this way. So
Okay.
in one direction, it's not like pointing
Yeah.
directly toward.
Okay.
Also interesting that we heard Murta, a part of this Order of Obscurity, visits this place often.
I don't know if she would have reason to come down in the basement. He seemed
Well, he said there were benches for people to come rest and have their moment.
When you guys get back outside, you're able to meet up with the other agents.
Did you find anything?
No.
Some names, some thoughts. I got a lot of information to share with you if you want.
Rysynthian.
We found
We found a secret passage.
Sorry, why didn't you open with that agent right?
That's what I was saying.
It makes you feel.
Really
I want you
bury
guys
the
to
lead.
share your thing, and because if we come in guns blazing, it might
You can trust that
undo
later.
it.
What is inside of the secret passage?
We couldn't.
We couldn't. We need. First of all, we're going to have to go back to Protector. No, Watkins, Captain Watkins, because
Why? What did you do?
We spooked the father a little bit, and he would like us to get permission from the local authorities.
It was already hard to get into the basement to and persuade
It
him.
wasn't hard.
You've upset the man of the House of Worship.
No, he
but
seems okay.
We depressed 3 stones, and something broke on the
Did
wall.
you make a donation to his church?
We said we could pay for anything that broke if there was anything.
Well,
Did something break?
Did something break?
I don't know.
some
The shelf kind of
cabinetry.
came apart.
You should have
Fine.
maybe made a donation anyway, just because
That's what
churches
you-
like tithes.
Sure.
I don't serve
Well,
that
shall we
church.
follow this?
All right.
Shall we
Did
follow
you
this now?
find
Are
anything
you
as
trying
good
to
as
get
our
this
thing?
church to serve you, brother? Pun intended.
No, I just
Yeah,
want
you
access
are.
to the basement.
Exactly. Give him a fucking donation.
Well, I will. I guess if that will help, I'll give him a gold. I guess.
We have some
gold?
names. We spoke to a man, Leander, and we heard that so the space is privately funded by Ellison and then 2 others.
Oh, okay.
Murta
and
Dorian.
Hey,
and Dorian.
Murta.
Murta, we heard
She's
that
the
name.
one that is at the church. She's a
She
religious.
frequents the church.
She frequents the church. She said that she was a religious one of the order.
She's also the wealthiest.
He's the wealthiest.
And also, the father didn't seem to know that these tiles that were magically tied existed. And
His surprise seemed authentic to you?
Yes.
yes, I tried to get a read on him. He seemed distressed, though.
This is something.
What did you do to his
We
house
We
of
successfully investigated a basement. What is everyone's problem?
maybe
I have no problems with this.
it wasn't maybe the most tactful I've ever been.
I have no
but
problems with
got
this. We can hold person the father if we need to get back
No,
into
we're
that
not gonna
basement.
be
Oh.
holds. Let's hold on that idea.
Did you notice, actually, Father might be a drinker.
Oh, I did not catch
I
that.
saw him swigging something as we came in.
Well, then use that to make him be silent.
Oh, God.
You mean set him up with a little bottle and then sneak right past him?
I just think it was worth mentioning.
Or just say, hey, if you don't let us do this, then we will reveal to your congregation you are a sinner, sir.
I think
I
we need to
think
bring
we
our
can get-
attitudes to a reset after
Yes.
Wow.
Ms. Pareem's case because we took some big swings and were rewarded there. New space, new obstacles.
I guess he is a well-respected.
Let's not cast hold person on a man
Oh,
of
I'm not
gods.
going to do that. I was just saying I have no issues with getting into the basement.
I absolutely plan on doing as he asked by getting permission.
Yes.
But if that does not work, I am getting into that passageway.
Maybe it would help to have a cleric there. I know nothing about the stained glass and what they were worshiping, so maybe you could get on his good side, being someone who knows things of the gods.
Would you folks like to go back to the headquarters and maybe we keep a watch out here in the meantime?
Sure, we can go.
All right, I'll go talk to Watkins
Don't
again.
talk to Watkins. He seemed busy. Talk to Bowman and see if he can help.
All
Bowman
right.
also seemed busy, but Watkins might be pissed that you've immediately upset. Let's find out what the name of this church is, too, I think. So you can say it's Father, what's his name?
It is
Starts with an A.
Assaultress.
Assaultress. Okay, that's good.
Assaultress.
Like a female assaulter.
Assaultress. Yes,
Assaultress.
exactly. Just glancing at the church, does it have a name or anything?
It's not posted
No.
or anything.
Do I recognize any of the?
Give me a religion check. You can do it with advantage.
I'll describe.
Yeah, what I know.
If we
what I
met back
recognize.
up in the middle.
Nah, we'll let Deedee.
15.
15. You recognize some imagery that's a little sort of. There's some specifics that don't mean anything to you, but there's some general imagery that's Volan Norsu sort of well recognized. And there's what's called the Golden Three, which are sort of three deities that are worshipped across Volan Norsu
Okay.
that take sort of animal form. So, which squares with some of the stained glass look like some animals, like a lion's mane and some things. So.
Listen, if anybody needs, if we have to tiptoe around anything, there's a damned good chance that something like this, somebody stumbled across it accidentally. Maybe he's trapped somewhere. There are reasons to go down this route that aren't just
We want to discover.
annoying the clergy.
Oh,
I'm not saying that it's not an interesting lead. Sorry if my defense of a man of a house of worship appeared that way.
Sorry.
It's good to have your insights on that, Bete. We'll be right back then, with hopefully Bowman or someone.
Or a writ.
Or a writ.
Writ
Oh, with a writ, I have a forgery, kid. We could just write one here.
you don't know.
We'll
what
try the
one
real
in
way
Full
first.
Norso
We'll try.
looks like.
We'll try.
All right, be right back. Be right back. I'm so
Anything in the
excited.
meantime as they hurry back to the sort of headquarters?
I mean, are we keeping an eye on this place, or can we go to the university?
That's up to you.
I was gonna offer to see if I could fix anything that our colleagues may have broken in the basement as a way of getting on the better side of the house. But
The doors of the place have been closed. You heard them as you went out. He sort of, like the doors are closed. I mean, again, he was done for the day with his
Yeah.
sort of afternoon
was
worship.
but perhaps some
idea.
space from
Yeah, maybe we come back.
company would be best.
Yeah.
Yes, we could head to the university if we want.
Are we concerned at all that, should this man be in cahoots in any way, he'd alert Murta of the investigation into the secret passageway in his basement?
Well, we can. If you want to watch and make sure nobody comes by, we can.
Although if there's a secret passageway, don't know what I would see
Right.
from here.
I think maybe we continue moving on.
It's fine with me. You're welcome to do
we
as you
can
please.
send and tell them.
All right.
That's our plan. To tell us when they're coming back with a writ.
Sure.
Too soft there.
Okay.
Agent Rysynthian and Barrett, we are going to the university. Tell us once you've had success with the writ. Bye.
All right, we're gonna need hands back there. We'll let you know.
You guys make making your way in the direction of the Scholastic
Yeah.
District.
Yeah.
All right, heading back to their headquarters into the Scholastic District, and that is
No.
tonight's
We just
episode.
cracked it wide open.
Bertha is going to blow the church up, guys.
God.
This guy's getting drunk. He's fine. We'll show up.
Professionally with them.
It could have been medicine.
Okay.
That's medicine.
Mama's medicine.
The Lord's medicine. It's
An excellent
Right?
first day on the investigation.
Wow.
Case Benedict
Doggy.
Ellison, you guys are making yourselves comfortable in Volant Norsu, getting used to the local customs and traditions. And you've met some of the early cast of characters, including someone from the Order of Obscurity.
oh my
I
god.
love that
church?
guy.
And then perhaps getting acquainted with at least the run of things at the university when we come back next week.
Wow.
As soon as he said it was like a compound of like different repurposed
Yeah,
buildings,
no.
I'm like, these things are connected.
That was it.
Not
that's a good-
physically.
Good pull.
Maybe not physically, but like there is a connection between these buildings. Sure.
Good pull. What are you
That
going
was
through?
so fast. The episode is too fast.
What?
What?
Oh, you were like
You're-
deep in detective eyes there.
Oh, I'm just concerned
Oh.
about the father. We just left him there.
What do you think? You think he's gonna like?
We didn't open the gates of hell.
I think he's honest in that he doesn't know what's going on, and that he wouldn't know even what to cover up if he's covering anything up. Like he's a little spooked.
I hope so.
He's like, there's things coming through the hole in the wall.
Oh my god! We come back and he's dead, and there's just like
Gremlin.
no, like what are the big spider things?
Yes. Oh my
Not
god.
aurochs. What?
Spider
Face
things like
spiders
spiders?
or
No, like
Yeah, driders.
what are the big things? Like it was a tunnel that you could ride them.
oh, driders.
We
Oh,
driders.
Oh no, no,
Speedway.
yeah,
Speederway.
Cedarway.
What is one of the first things we fought in campaign 1? They're called like
Aurochs?
No,
Well, steeders are the things that ran between
Yeah.
the
Right.
districts.
there's a word for like a big spider creature.
This is good. This is good stuff.
Krufik.
No.
Ankeg.
Ankeg. That's
Not
it.
really
Those aren't
spiders. They're more
spiders.
beetly.
Oh.
But yeah.
I think of them as spidery. Anyway, onkegs are coming
Well,
out of there.
you'd be
ripping them
wrong.
in half.
The ripping and the tearing.
Stop it.
A YouTube throwback.
Oh no.
Thank you guys all so much for joining us. More to come in the case. We'll be doing a little update of the
Oh yeah.
some new
Yeah,
names.
definitely.
Woo.
And yeah, this case a little, certainly in the early goings, like much narrower in scope than the Death
Yeah.
Supreme, which you guys sort of in the case file
Yeah.
said it was very sprawling. There really only is a few people that have a solid connection to Benedict Ellison.
Man had
Yeah.
no friends.
Certainly was a man of great focus, like John Wick. Don't they say that about him? And John Wick?
Yes, they do.
They
Like
do.
John.
I'm thinking I'm back.
But we will see you all next week. Join us then, and we'll jump into chapter 11, 2 away from another notch and soda.
Yeah. Wee wee. Team Toxley did 100 bits. True God of Death resubscribed. Wrangler Spider Wrangler and Nice Gross did 1 bit. So did Team Toxley. 20 bits by Team Toxley and Undisputed Tango subscribed with Prime.
Thank you guys very,
Yahoo!
very much. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Thank you guys all very much. We'll see you next week, same time. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Goodbye.